Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Vidas Field here at Drexel University. As we will bring you today, the Icarus Cup, a 7-on-7 tournament here, as we've got some hugs being exchanged at the middle of the field. And this round is over. We'll have our next match, first match of us for the day, Lady Bandits and the Nutcrackers, which is a heck of a name. They'll be playing next, so they're going to be getting warmed up in just a moment. I'm Vince Quinn with you here in the booth, joined by the one, the only, Bill Kornfeld. Hello, Bill.
Hello, Vince. Good afternoon. This is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of traditional soccer is obviously just 11 on 11. We're seeing a smaller field, a tighter field, and on 7-on-7s. That's going to create a lot of opportunity, a lot of goal scoring, hopefully. It's going to be a fun afternoon, that's for sure.
It is going to be absolute chaos today. And as you see from the view of this thing, folks, we are behind the net. So actually, as we were getting everything set up for this, the commissioner of CASA, Nolan Baer, came over. He's like, guys, you sure you want to do all the games right here? Because, they could hit you with a soccer ball.
It's already happened quite a couple of times.
We did. As we were waiting,
it's been close calls.
Yeah, a ball did sail over the broadcast booth. It went clear over us. So we have not been hit yet. We will see what happens. But you are getting a great look at the action today, as these teams are going to be battling a lot of different teams, a lot of different divisions. I mean, Bill, just a lively atmosphere out here.
It really is. And this is going to be a lot of fun, this first matchup here. Like you said, the Lady Bandits versus the Nutcrackers. By the way, top-notch name, Nutcrackers. Top-notch. I really appreciate it. They are consisted mostly, the Nutcrackers, of former and current Haverford College players. So it's going to be interesting to see that camaraderie, how they gel together. Both teams are 3-0, though. So this is going to be a lot of fun.
Well, yeah, and that's what it's all about in these tournaments, to get everybody climbing the ranks. So, all right, here we are, folks. And by the way, for this game, this is going to be the women's non-binary semifinal. So finals are going to be on the line in this one. And the teams, I guess, they've been sitting around. They're ready to go. They just warmed up pretty quick. And it looks like we could be kicking off in a moment here, Bill.
Yeah, it really is. And this is going to be interesting, too, because it's 45 minutes straight through. It's not the traditional 90 minutes. That's all it is. 45 minutes with a small halftime in the middle, about 20 minutes in, and that's all it is. Yeah. Very, very quick.
So definitely a different kind of game today. Substitutions, though, for those of you who aren't very familiar with how CASA likes to operate, the substitutions are kind of a, let's say, hockey style. You can sort of do like lines if you'd like, or basketball, I guess, would be a bit of a better comparison there, but you can sub up multiple players at a time. There's not a substitution limit. So I would figure today, pretty hot out there.
Yes, it is very warm, despite what I thought was going to be. I'm wearing jeans right now, and I'm regretting it 100%.
Why did you put on jeans
today?
No
one told me the dress code. I wanted to look professional.
Code? Oh, yeah, man, you got to survive. No one sees us. We're behind the camera. You can do whatever you want. So, yeah, I'm wearing shorts, man. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're going to check on Bill. Bill might
Please check on me in about 20 minutes.
All right, so we'll see if Bill Kornfeld needs a substitution. But in the meantime, for the players, yeah you got to wonder, because you're playing multiple games, and then as the day wears on, you're sitting around, and for all these teams that have been here today, there's someone on the sideline right now for the Lady Bandits, and she's got a parasol.
I should have done that. Despite us being in this booth, I wish I had a parasol.
Do you own a parasol?
No.
Okay.
So I got to go out and buy one first.
Honestly,
but I wish I had one.
I did have that thought like 2 weeks ago. I was like, it was like 100 degrees that day. I was like, maybe get a parasol. But they don't have the opportunity for that, obviously. And it looks like as the captains are having a conversation here with the official at midfield,
one of the things I'm curious about in the traditional 11 on 11, you see like the 4-3-3, 4 defensemen, 3 midfielders, 3 up top. I imagine we're going to just see mostly 3. I guess it would be 3-2-1, 3 defenders, 2 in the middle and 1 up top. It's going to be a little exchange here on how that flows and how that affects the flow, especially, like I keep saying, the confinements of this field are going to create a lot of problems and a lot of exchanges of the ball.
Yeah, so let's talk formations for a second, because what we can see in front of us right now. So on the backside right in front of us, we've got the Nutcrackers here. So you can see 6, 11. As you see them lined up, it looks like a flat 3-3.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that's just because of the first kick here, but 3-3 is what it looks like. And then on the other side, more of that bowling pin type of alignment that you were talking about, where it's a 3 and a 2 and a 1. So we are kicked off here in the semifinal. Women's non-binary division, Lady Bandits getting deep on the left-hand side of the pitch. Looking for some opportunity here and booted away.
Already a good boot down the field. John Barchard will appreciate that.
That is John Barchard football. He is engineering on the back end. And there's going to be a lot of punts going on here. So here we go, Lady Bandits trying to regroup, push to the other side of the field.
It's been my tent longer recently than it's been yours.
Breaking in on the middle. Now looping around. Deep left.
Oh!
Ooh, some physicality right out of the
Hard
gate there.
Push there by the Lady Bandits.
Yeah, number 6 just trucked her. Now, she seems to be okay. She's wiping off her knee. Does look at the ref to go, hey, pal, what's the deal? And he goes, nope, get back there.
No call. I like that. Let them play.
That's right. I like that too. Generally, I don't mind the physicality. And from what I've seen with CASA over the couple of games that we've called so far, a lot of physicality in this league. So do expect to see that today, folks.
And you don't expect that from semi-pro amateur level soccer. It's appreciated. That's for damn sure.
It is. And that's one of the major points today, too, that we do want to emphasize as you're watching all of these players. I mean, you are seeing Division I caliber players. They are all over these teams. So there's a lot of quality talent that's playing on these fields. And let's see. Oh, a shot. Ripping it from a distance there.
I appreciate the effort there. You try and get the goalie off their heels, trying to create an opening there, maybe even a bad deflection there, just sailed a little too high.
And that's one of the interesting dynamics, too, when you're thinking about a smaller field, because first off, you're going width-wise of the field rather than the length. So shorter field in that in itself, but also just tight in general. I mean, you got 3 games playing on the same field. So to be able to have that kind of space where you can just launch it from a distance, it is going to keep the keeper on their toes. It changes the dynamic of the game.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that continues throughout the day.
I'm expecting a ball to fly into an errant ball to fly in because we have 3 simultaneous matches going on at the same time. It's going to happen.
It is something to be aware of, and it is something we saw multiple times before we went live today, folks. We did see a ball from another game roll in to the field of play. So we will see what happens in those scenarios as the Lady Bandits go to make a push, and across the face of the net and just wide.
That was all started here on the left side of the pitch and created into the middle. First touch there by the midfielder to get it out to the outside, just a little too heavy to go far post from where we're sitting.
So Nutcrackers are taking shots. I mean,
that's right. Hard shots.
That's right. They're taking it from a distance. So yeah, protect yourselves, folks. The Lady Bandits need to protect themselves. Nutcrackers are coming out in full force.
Nutcracker is owning possession right now, and as I say that, of course, they give it up.
Yeah, so the Bill Kornfeld curse starting to rear its head. We'll see how that develops today. Lady Bandits do recover, though, and, Nutcrackers recover and start trying to bring it back down the field. And our first foul of the day.
Interesting. He did not play advantage. I thought the Nutcracker still had advantage there. The ref's allowed to continue play if he feels the foul didn't impede their advancement of the ball.
And a little, just kind of a chance there. That was just trying to turn nothing into something.
What did Mark Zumoff used to say for the Sixers, turning garbage into gold?
Garbage into gold. I would love to use Mark Zumoff-isms. I am not worthy. So I'm just going to steer clear of that one. But shout out to Mark Zumoff. He is the man. Lady Bandits here. Little volleyball game starting to take shape, heading it back and forth.
And as I always say, despite it only being a 45-minute match, you still have that feeling out period, about that 5 to 10 minute mark. Sometimes it leaks into the first 15. Here, I imagine will only last 7 to 10 minutes at most.
Oh, Lady Bandits with a little opportunity for the net, bodied off the ball. And you like to see it. Yeah, that physicality, especially that, I guess I would say right back. Yes. For the Lady Bandits, bringing some heat. She's been knocking people around. Love to see it. Love to see some physical soccer.
Nice reset here for the keeper. And booms it down the field.
And, okay, heads-up play there. Lady Bandits have to turn back. Nutcracker ball.
Nothing doing there.
Just as quickly as it went in, it went out. So turnover here. Let's see what the Lady Bandits can do.
Fast restart, but 11 stayed right with it.
And can she get the break on this one? No. 6 for the Lady Bandits, coming back, making a play, pushing it out of bounds into another game, and then quickly off of that field.
Making her go get it, too.
Well, and that's the thing. You do have to travel a little bit. And that's just the nature of the beast. But to get a tournament like this, it's absolutely worth it. Because, I mean, this setup here is gorgeous. If you're not out, folks, if you've never been to the Icarus Cup, if you weren't here, it's been the last 2 days. So Saturday and Sunday, we're going to be here. I know we will be calling a game up until about 4:15 is when we'll be here. So if you're looking to come out, a couple of different shops outside, handing out all sorts of food, drinks. I got a nice specialty strawberry lemonade in my hand. There's a lot to enjoy out here today. Great job by the people at CASA putting this together. And
a variety of competitive levels, too. Deep from, as we're seeing now, the women's non-binary will go all the way up to women and men's teams. Mixto final later today at 2:45, all the way to their higher competitions in D2 and D1.
I'm going to push for a senior division. Thinking I want people in their 70s out here.
You just want a chance to compete.
That's the only way I can get a goal. You are correct. So I'm trying to stack the deck.
Take advantage of the seniors. Shame on you, Vince.
Pushed out of bounds there. Lady Bandits haven't even sniffed something close to a chance so far.
No, it's been very all nutcracker early on here in the about 7 or 8 minutes in.
See if they can make something with all this possession. And a turnover in the midfield. A little bit of space and speed here. Let's see if she can get an opportunity. She's got it. And she's in! It's a goal!
Wow.
How about that? The Lady Bandits, who struggle to get some opportunities for the start of this game, get their first chance, and number 10 drills it into the back of the net. What an excellent play, Bill.
I mean, that was just pure speed. There was no match for the Nutcrackers to match 10 speed. She just took it down the field and struck it.
And that's the beauty of 7-on-7 soccer, right?
Yes.
It's those quick bursts. You got that quick speed. You get a step or two ahead. She was able to get the position and just drilled it into the net. Nice patience on that goal, too.
Patience, a lot of counterattacking. That was all set up because of that turnover there by the Nutcrackers. Easy goal for number 10 and the Lady Bandits.
And we'll see how they respond over here. Because, man, I mean, that really came out of nowhere.
And to the point about how they respond, they have to respond urgently. We're dealing with half of normal the time of a normal match here in CASA soccer in these 7 leagues, 7v7 leagues. So you're only dealing with 45 minutes. You're about 10 minutes in. 35 minutes sounds like a lot. It catches up to you very quickly.
Yeah, entirely different pace. It's somewhere between, I would say, a regular 11-on-11 game and Rocket League is pretty much how this stacks up. And if you haven't played Rocket League, folks, hop on board. It's a great one. So ball out of bounds here and well onto the other side as it's returned by number 9 over there.
Not just number 9, Lauren Williams-Nall. I only know that because she's one of my closest friends.
So we will try to get her on the broadcast, and if she doesn't, clearly she's not actually Bill's friend. So we'll see how that works.
That's actually just a test to figure out if I have friends in life outside of you and John and Taylor.
Taylor running the cameras today, doing great work.
By the way, folks, CASA Soccer is launching its new league, new division this fall that will literally take things to a whole other level, introducing CASA Select. CASA Select is a competitive league separate from CASA's existing structure, where the winner will be promoted to the local semi-pro league, the EPSL. So if you're looking to climb the highest levels, this is your chance. Registration is now open, so make sure you sign up using the QR code in the top right corner of the screen or by going to CASASoccerLeagues.com/select. All games will be played on Sunday. We'll leave that QR code up there for just a minute there.
And another long shot taken there by the Nutcrackers, just trying to, crack their way in there. That was terrible. And wholesale changes here, it looks like, or at least four members of the Nutcrackers seem to have come off the board here. So we'll see if the new personalities can get something else going here as they deflect that counterattack pretty nicely.
Already starting to go wide here. They're trying to get the Lady Bandits off their balance.
And
going
we'll see
across.
If create some space here, which as of now, pretty staunch defense.
Back and forth.
Yeah, there's some good ball movement right here. Way to maintain possession despite the heat that they're getting.
Yeah.
Okay, booted across the middle and headed away.
Good effort there.
Heads up play. Didn't mean that as a pun, but I'll take it.
I appreciate it.
And just set right in the middle and deflected, and it's in!
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, that just came out of nowhere. I mean, she comes in casually kicking it in instead of throwing it, lobs it in there right across the middle, a quick deflection with the foot and in. Bill, amazing.
That's what can happen in 7-on-7s. The field is so much more open despite the confines of it because it's less personnel on the field, less bodies on the field. These deflections can happen for anyone on the side.
Wow. So, okay, suddenly we have a tie game, folks. It has gotten really spicy, and I don't know if that's a frustration play there or just living on a prayer, Bon Jovi style. But
I think it's just trying to see if 14 right in front of us is on their heels. If they're paying attention, those kind of goals can go in if you're not paying attention very easily.
And it looks like today that's definitely going to be the case. I'm expecting a lot of goals today, folks. A lot of goals.
Already 2 here, 1-1.
Someone just scored on the field next to us.
See.
Round of applause.
And like you said, this is the semifinals for the Women's Non-Binary League. Finals will be happening later.
Let's see. Tries to race down the sideline. Can't keep it. Chance for the Nutcrackers to turn this around. That's a little bit of a risky pass in there, but that's okay. No harm done. Let's see, 14 just giving the boot as well. Okay, this is like...
I like this. I like that they're doing this because they're just trying to get everyone off their heels. They're trying to get the ball movement despite the effort there. All they're trying to do is get someone off balance and create an opening, create space.
And I wonder if how much of this is belief or disbelief in the keeper.
Mm-hmm.
You know, is it one of those things where you go, you know, we think we've actually got a shot if we just pester this goalie constantly, make them cover the range, maybe they're not able to do it. That could be the strategy here.
Mm-hmm.
Would be curious to know, but interesting strategy so far from the Nutcrackers. All right, and here we get a turnover with some speed here. A lot of speed and wide open in the middle. Is she going to take it? She does. And
off the
rebound.
woodwork.
Oh, so close. And it rolls away. A sigh of relief from the Lady Bandits.
Took a second too long thinking about that shot. They should have just brought it to their feet and immediately ripped it. Unfortunately, because they thought about it a little too much, the keeper was able to slide over, pressure them to swinging it to the left side instead of keeping it on the right side, and it goes off the woodwork out of bounds.
Man. A lot of action so far. 14 to number 3, and 3's going to launch it.
Good effort. But the keeper saw it all the way.
Bill, is this soccer or the modern NBA? What am I watching here? I mean, everybody...
The modern NBA.
Everybody's launching threes is what it feels like.
Oh, I see what you did there.
It's like,
good point.
Steph Curry soccer here. Oh, here we go. A turnover. Is she going to have a chance? No. Recovered by the keeper. A little dicey there, though. And let's see if 14 knows she's got a defender behind her. She does.
And there's a ball on the field at the same time.
Loose ball, and it's
off the woodwork.
The crossbar. What an opportunity
What
in the
effort.
chaos as the ball sits in the middle of the field and a player from the other team is desperate to get it.
This is chaos.
And now that ball's been pushed to the other field. So field 1 has to cross 2 fields to get the ball. And a launch from this circle. Okay, that's fun chaos right there.
That was incredible chaos.
Ball in the middle of the field, shots flying around.
Let me tell you, I thrive on chaos, and that's exactly what you want to see.
Bill Kornfeld, also known as Bane. I was born in it. I don't think that was a good Bane, but I tried.
I'll try and do a Bane later.
Stay tuned for 2:30, folks, when Bill tries his Bane.
I was born in the dark.
That was actually that was pretty good.
Thank you.
All right. So there you have it. Don't come back at 2:30. But we appreciate you hanging out now, wherever you're watching, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter.
On all the major platforms.
That is right.
We're going to be here till 4:15.
Oh.
Covering all angles of the soccer and CASA soccer today. We're starting today with the women's non-binary semifinal game here between the Lady Bandits versus the Nutcrackers. We're tied up at 1 here. Later today, we'll have the Mixto final, along with some D2 action, D1 action.
As the Lady Bandits kind of chip one in there, easily recovered by the keeper. And now push from the Nutcrackers. Okay, pretty easily recovered there. Looking like they're getting more aggressive on defense, the Lady Bandits. Is that just me?
No, they definitely are. They're clearly, I think their angle of attack has come from the counter attack. So they want to get aggressive on the defensive side of the ball and go from there.
So we'll see if it holds up. I mean, their defense, I think, generally has been pretty strong. It's just a really sneaky goal on that first one by the Nutcrackers as an inbound pass got deflected in off the back heel. So see what happens here. As the Nutcrackers making a push. And out of bounds. All right, lining up here.
Boom it down the field.
Yeah, why not?
Easy deflection.
Yep, right back out of bounds.
Nothing doing. That's just a lazy attempt because you're tied at one here. You need to start making easy, simple passes. Pass and move. Pass and move. As soon as you pass it off, you shoot it down and you're moving towards the goal.
Okay, another inbound here. And a rip from the top, and it goes in!
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, a bouncer from the top. Just another really quick distance strike.
You just go for it. If you see the keeper out of position or slightly out of position, just rip it and see what you can do with it.
Wow. Okay.
Success rate is never going to be zero.
Well, look at that. 2-1 Nutcrackers. That was interesting. After being down 1-0 to start this game, after a counterattack gave a goal for them. I mean, wow. What?
We should be approaching halftime here in just a moment.
Okay.
Or whatever. We'll call it a hydration break.
Yeah. A bit of a stunner, though, going into halftime like that. Let's see, Lady Bandits.
That should be a corner there for the Lady Bandits. And it is.
I feel like you almost want the headers more than the corner in a situation with the way it's playing out.
Especially as she just goes low there. But maybe she's trying to just get everyone moving here, but doesn't do anything there. Creates a counterattack more than anything.
So here we go. Nutcrackers trying to make a move down the field. Number 12's got the ball. Well defended so far. Tries to get the outlet on that backside there and just couldn't connect. So here we go. 1-on-4 here. Yeah, very defensive in this moment, which is kind of unexpected when you're down a goal now, going very close to halftime.
Yeah, you got to start moving here.
Let's see. Oh, that's a rip. Okay. Really going for it from a distance
I respect
there.
these boots. I respect the boot down the pitch.
I don't know. That was a little far for me. That was a little far. She's on the back end.
Are you just jealous that they can?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I couldn't kick it from the middle of the circle out of the circle. I'm useless. I'm Charlie Brown trying to kick the football. You know what I mean? Like
so it's just jealousy.
Yeah, well, it's definitely jealousy. But I don't know. She was pretty far out. I feel like you got to try for a better opportunity than that. But we'll see. And you can feel free to make your voice known in the comments as well. Honestly, I mean, we are an interactive show here, folks. So if you've got something to say, feel free to reach out, support your teams, however you choose.
Again, still no urgency coming all of a sudden from the Lady Bandits as the halftime hydration break whistle blows.
All right.
A lot of fast moving. That's my takeaway. The counterattack is both of this team's strategies to try and get things moving here. We're going to see a lot more of it. I think we're going to start seeing a high line as we get closer and the Lady Bandits feel the pressure in that second half, or whatever we want to call it, in this, as we come down to the last 20 minutes of this match. They're going to push a high line. Now, I don't know exactly how that will look in a 7v7 compared to an 11-on-11, but we're going to start to see a lot more pressure from all sides, hoping to create a counterattack. But that's a high risk, high reward type of strategy there.
Yeah, so we'll see what kind of conversations are going on here on the sideline. I mean, right now, Nutcrackers seem to be looking good. They seem pretty confident right now in themselves.
Well, that's the other thing we talked about earlier in the pre-show, or right before the match started. Like these teammates are all former or current Haverford College players, so they have that camaraderie, they have that chemistry, so they know what they have to do to hold on to this lead, I imagine, and they know what they have to do to hold this. So it's really just sticking to the plan. It's all part of the plan.
See, it keeps going back to the Batman for some reason.
It really does.
But we can skip the Robert Pattinson one. I don't need that.
Oh, you didn't like that one?
It's really long and I don't know. I could do without it. It was fine. I don't know movies is what our cameraman's told me, and maybe he's right. I'm Vince Quinn, terrible movie critic.
Yeah, I think he's right. I don't think you know.
Oh, come on. That movie was fine. It was a cool concept, and they could have executed better. You can let us know in the comments, folks, if you so choose, or you can just call us idiots. That works too. We are here, though, for the Icarus Cup. And this is at Vidas Field here down in Drexel, which is a beautiful facility that I've never been down here before.
It's gorgeous.
And to see the setup where it's so many different fields, baseball, tennis, soccer, this is a multi-purpose field, as you see, with all different lines. It's just a great setup.
Yep.
And to be able to host a tournament like this here in the space is really great. But shout out to Icarus, by the way, who not only is sponsoring the tournament today, but makes all the uniforms that you're seeing on the field, and they're gorgeous uniforms. I mean, honestly, I'm just an admirer of what they're doing. So great work by them. But looks like the Nutcrackers are ready to go. And the Lady Bandits want to have some conversation still, which understandably so. I mean, let's talk about it, Bill. Like, offensively for the Lady Bandits, they really got maybe two good chances this whole half. The first one, it came out of nowhere. It was their first anything remotely close to a chance all day. Absolute masterful goal by number 10. And then outside of that, a launch here or there, but really not a whole lot going on momentum-wise.
No,
they've had a lot of issues.
It felt almost like that feeling out period I talked about early, kind of just unintentionally has expanded into these 20-minute marks, these 23-minute marks. So they want to just kind of just trust themselves. That's really what it comes down to, trusting yourself and realizing that you know how to play your game. You don't have to feel out this team as much anymore. But again, we're also dealing with two teams that are undefeated. We're not dealing with low-quality competition here, especially now that we're talking about a semifinal match for the women's non-binary. So they got to just trust themselves and realize that they are in the position that they're in because of how they play in past games.
Yeah, and that's what's fun about this too, is they're teams that generally these teams have played together in different formats, but now they've played a couple of games in this 7-on-7 environment on these fields, so you get to adjust to the speed and the different strategies, and maybe that's where it evolved for the Nutcrackers, where you're just taking some shots on the outside and ripping it into the middle of the box and hoping somebody can deflect it, because it worked out spectacularly. They got 2 goals that way, and they're in the lead as we kick off this second half. So
we switch sides here.
Yep. So Lady Bandits trying to get some momentum here out of the gate. Number 10, who broke away the last time, shoots, and she scores again.
Oh, my goodness.
You've got to be kidding me. She is just burning them, and each time she gets an opportunity, she is absolutely clinical. Number 10 smiling on the way back, and she should be, Bill. What a goal.
Taking advantage of their clear speed advantage compared to the other players on the pitch. It is just immaculate what that sequence just was.
Wow, really spectacular stuff. So we're tied. Here we go. Tied already early in the second half here of the women's non-binary semifinal here.
And that happened so fast. I couldn't tell if there was a breakdown on the back line for the Nutcrackers. Because, again, I talked about that camaraderie that they have as former and current college players, that they're on the same team. You'd think they didn't have that much of a breakdown. It might have just been a simple case of speed can't be matched.
Yeah, speed kills. It's just the universal truth, and it certainly did there. And let's see, number 3, no. Tries to break it down the sideline. Can't quite make something of it. Now has to go play fetch.
So rude of them to making them play fetch to go get their own ball.
Well, I mean, it's hard. You got to get somebody to volunteer, I guess, to run and collect.
And there's
balls
only one.
Heat.
We only have one ref, obviously, because of the smaller field. So there's really no need for the typical one main ref and 2 sideline refs.
Yeah, and so many games at the same time, just a lot of resources. But
which by association should create unintended offsides goals.
Yeah, haven't had an offside yet, and we'll see where that goes.
I wouldn't be shocked if they're just not calling it.
That's John Bartchett soccer as well.
Unless it's absolutely egregious.
Oh, off the head of number 6 as she's trying to get up, and she's kind of laughing about it.
Kind of a ping pong effect there.
Yeah, she's still laughing.
Oh,
and a shot from a distance again, blocked by 13 and punted away. Great move by the keeper there. Great awareness.
Great heads up, great awareness, as you just said. And when you're in that kind of situation, they did the right thing. They just swept it away, got it away to the sideline, whatever it is. If it's a corner, that's fine. Thankfully, it was a little, I think they gave a throw in.
So Nutcrackers here, trying to make something and turn over. Can the Lady Bandits get it out? They can't. And now another opportunity for the Nutcrackers to realign here. She's got some space. She's going to rip it. And it goes high and wide.
Vince, are you excited for the World Cup this year?
I am excited for the World Cup.
Did you know CASA is doing their own World Cup style?
Really?
Yes. The Neighborhood Cup. Soccer will be having their own World Cup style 7v7 tournament this summer. It's called the Neighborhood Cup. And instead of countries, the teams will be played from Philly neighborhoods.
I like that.
With players from those neighborhoods representing. So sign up and play where you came from. All games will be played on Monday nights at the South Philly Super Site. Registration closes on the 11th, so it's last call. That's tomorrow. And if you can't play, make sure to come out and support your neighborhood all the same. The Neighborhood Cup is sponsored by the South House, who will be hosting post-game events each week with drink specials and karaoke. We will have the QR code up there for just a moment, or you can sign up at phillysoccer.org.
You got a karaoke song, Bill?
I did. So no, but the only time I ever did karaoke was at a family or as a family friend's neighborhood party, and we did Enter Sandman.
You've done karaoke literally once, and you did Metallica?
I was like 11 years old. I didn't know what I was doing. And I had just been introduced to Metallica. I thought it was appropriate.
That's pretty great.
It was appropriate because you have like the 45 bar measure intro. Does not involve any singing whatsoever.
Oh, a minute of just silent raging from an 11-year-old on stage at karaoke is phenomenal. It's a shot and a save.
This keeper is spinning on their head. Spinning on their head.
Yeah, that was a spectacular save right there. And you can see the energy of 13 just going like, yep, I'm ready. All right, you get over here. You get over there. Very much in command right now. Nutcrackers with a chance right up front. And just able to escape right there and have it roll out of bounds, although this might be Nutcracker ball. I'm not sure how they're going to score that. No, Lady Bandits maintain possession here.
You know, going back to the World Cup this year, it's interesting that we really should be talking about it. We in normal times, we'd be talking about who the final is around this time. Because it usually starts around the middle of June, goes through July. But because it's in the country of Qatar this year, or Qatar, depending on where you come from.
Yep.
Instead of dealing with 120-degree weather, we're going to be at least dealing with 105. I'm not really sure the difference between July and November in that country.
Woof. I do not want to call a World Cup game in that heat. Good luck to them.
See, I would go.
I mean, I would go, but man, 105. I don't know. That's a lot.
I just wouldn't wear jeans like I am today.
Well, yeah, that's a mistake. So here we go. And a boot from the keeper, stepping up from the Lady Bandits. Sort of a coffin corner punt, if you want to get into American football terms. Lady Bandits try to get some momentum here.
And that's really your specialty.
That is
American
definitely
football.
What I do. If you're interested, we host a football podcast, an Eagles show. It's called Bell and the Birdmen. And you can give that a look on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Again, Bell and the Birdmen. Sounds like a band that would sing Metallica. But
it does.
We're an Eagles podcast. For whom the Bell and the Birdmen tolls. And I've been booed by the cameraman. There you go. Thank you, Taylor. He's right, though. Ball out of bounds. Wide right. See if we get some help from a bystander to keep the game moving here.
We should have put a lavalier mic on Taylor just for that kind of commentary.
Yeah, just to snipe
just
like the
subtle snipes at you.
It's like the old guys from the Muppets.
Yeah,
Statler and Waldorf.
Sitting up in the booth.
Yeah, Taylor can provide the Statler and Waldorf energy that's needed on this broadcast. All right, here comes the Nutcrackers with an opportunity across the middle. Looked like the striker just kind of laid off it, and I missed opportunity there. But rebounded by number 6. They're going to push up again here. And she's got a space in the middle, and she rips it so close.
Little too far on the inside of her foot. Just pushed it a little too far to the left.
Oh, man.
Our left, her right.
Oh, they could be feeling that one. That was a nice chance. 2-2 game still, by the way, in this women's non-binary semifinal.
About 7 minutes into the second. So about, I would think, 13, 12 minutes left.
Yeah, 13. You got to figure there's not much injury time in an occasion like this.
Now, we didn't look into how this extra time might work if we're still tied.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to be extra time, if they go immediately to golden goal. It seems like it's a pretty tight layout today in terms of game after game after game. So we're going to learn as we go.
Yeah, and let me tell you, Vince, golden goal needs to be the standard for extra time across all levels of competition. I'm talking Premier League, La Liga, World Cup, UEFA, does not matter. CASA, golden goal is the way to do it.
Golden goal,
sudden death. That's all it has to be. Sudden death goals. It works in hockey. It works in hockey.
Yeah. Sudden death into a shootout. Nice and simple. You got to end the game at some point. No ties. This is America. No ties. So we get another. Such an idiot. Here goes the Nutcrackers. And stopped there by the Lady Bandits, who have struggled again to get offense outside of a sudden goal with some speed. And here we go again, 3.
Good pressure. That is very heads-up soccer there by 14, the keeper for the Nutcrackers. Saving face.
Wow, it's just out of nowhere, man. They have these little flashes where it's just incredibly dangerous. And here comes number 10, who's been very dangerous, has some space, and tries to center it. Nobody home. Counter here from the Nutcrackers. Nice little layoff there. Can hear the crowd getting a little more into this one as we get a shot ripped and saved by the keeper.
Good chance there.
And a dangerous deflection, but low. Maintained. And then here we go. It's another counterattack opportunity. Look how far up she's playing. Did you see how far up she is?
That is very risky. She didn't have any help at all other than the one defender. So I guess she just felt like they were obligated to do that, but very high risk, high reward.
Wow. I wonder what it looks like that blue line that you can see in front of the field a little bit. There's a blue line in front of the net. I guess that is the goal box as there's a shot ripped from a distance and it's over. Oh, wow. Lady Bandits suddenly just have 3 brutal, like very scary attempts there, and the Nutcrackers able to hold on and maintain the tie.
Thought the keeper had a hand on that to push it over the top, but it looks like it was going to be just a simple goal kick for the Nutcrackers here.
Man, but it is so interesting, and I wonder how many other teams will be doing that today. To see the goalie play that, I mean, she is up there on those fast breaks.
Well, you think about it, we're talking about a 7v7 league. It's really 6v6 if you take out the keepers on the pitch. So if your keeper can all of a sudden become an offensive threat, creating a counter, creating offensive chances over the top, you take advantage of it.
Yeah, and she certainly has. I mean, that is something. I really do think the keepers are a bigger factor than normal in these games today. So We'll see how that plays.
Yep.
Now, number 2 for the Nutcrackers tries to center deflection.
Nice little one touch there by 14.
Calmly recovered by the keeper. Punts it out to midfield. All right, Lady Bandits, this is 10. She's dangerous. She's got 2. Tried to go inside. Well defended. And wonder if they'll take an inbound shot here. She does rip it towards the middle, easily caught. Okay, some movement towards the net. It's all aerial for the moment. Nutcrackers do recover around midfield.
Thought they went out the touch line. I guess they're going to say play on.
All right, here comes 12 looking for space. She can't find it. Blocked by 6. All right.
6 with great pressure, just not allowing anything in front of them.
Now another reset here. Nutcrackers getting some life again after just a scary 2-minute stretch from the Lady Bandits. So let's see what happens now. Nutcrackers moving down the field calmly. Is that deflected?
That was deflected. They're going to award this a corner, I imagine.
All right, and that would be the right call in my estimation. Keeper taking his time, holding on to the ball. Excuse me there, time.
Went low again.
Okay, looking to find some space in the middle here. Will she rip it? She's got some room. She does.
Oh, my goodness.
Goal number 3 for the Nutcrackers with number 14 striking it from a distance.
Incredible strike there. Kept the keeper on the right side and just had them off balance as soon as they struck it.
And that's a lot of what they tried to do in the first half. Weren't able to always complete it like that. That's not how they scored. It's not how they envisioned it in the first half, but they do get the goal there. It is a leading goal right now. They are just a few minutes away from advancing to the women's non-binary finals, excuse me. All right, let's see if the Lady Bandits can recover. They got some space.
Numbers. Oh. 10 was wide open again.
All right, a little bit of a frantic pace here. 14 who just scored. Little physical down there on the bottom line. Oh, a deflection. This could be a big one. Square it up and shoot it. It's in.
And that's what you see. That was all thanks to 13 set up for 2. That camaraderie really was shown there. That's really what it came down to. 2 was able to find 12, and immediately goal was scored.
Wow, just buries the shot, and in the blink of an eye, a game that was 2-2 is suddenly 4-2, and that is a commanding lead for the Nutcrackers. Wow. Nutcrackers with possession again.
By the way, a couple of people asking about the Kensington Soccer Club. I believe we get them at 2 right after this.
They should be, according to our schedule, folks. We will be seeing them in the next round.
Vidas FC versus Kensington, battle of the unbeatens. Vidas 3-0-1, 1 draw earlier in the season. Kensington 4-0.
9 with the physicality, just absolutely leveled her. 10 who scored the last 2 goals, or the only 2 goals, I should say, for the Lady Bandits on the ground. And
hard foul, but shouldn't be. Not sure what we're looking for here.
Not moving much. We'll see. Hoping they get up, and they do.
I'll take a moment here. As I said, 2 p.m. it will be the Kensington Soccer Club versus Vidas. 2:45, the Mixto final. Androck versus Elite. Again, a battle of undefeateds. And 3:30, the D1 final. Teams to be decided.
Okay, so yeah, a lot of soccer today, folks. And if you're sitting at home and thinking, hey, maybe I should get down there. Yeah, come on down. Again, plenty of food, plenty of drinks, a lot of people hanging out here. Some cloud cover now, which is a great relief. Pretty comfortable out here, Bill.
Let me tell you, my jeans are feeling more comfortable.
Still a mistake, though. I will not. You can't wiggle out of that one, all right?
Literally, I'm stuck.
That's right. So let's see here. Nutcrackers, space in the middle here. Okay. Able to recover from 12. 14, who scored it again.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a barrage at this point. As 14, who scored maybe 3 minutes ago, has now buried another. And the Nutcrackers just with a dominant, commanding lead here now as a 5-2 game.
That is a deadly right foot there by 14. That's the brace there. Can you figure out what a brace is, Vince?
A brace? Actually, I have no idea what that is.
2 goals scored.
Ah, okay.
Hat trick is 3.
Still a hat trick.
Brace is 3.
Excuse me.
Hat trick is 3. Brace is 2.
American and British people both saying hat trick makes me happy.
That's very true. I agree with that.
I don't know how that happened, but it's interesting. So did that start as a British thing, hat trick, and we took it over? I wonder how that works.
I imagine soccer's one of the oldest sports. I imagine we stole it from them just like we steal everything.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But also, I don't feel bad about it.
I don't. I mean, we got our independence from them, so you know.
That's right. Did you see the movie on 4th of July?
Independence Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. How do you not watch Independence?
Oh,
we almost had a ball come at us.
Almost got hit in the booth. We are okay. We will.
What do we get if we?
We are wondering if we get hit.
What if we get? What do we get? I am the one with the open window right now. What do I get if I catch a ball?
Probably a big bruise is what
I can. You underestimate my hand.
Glasses
Yeah,
subscription?
that's true. Yeah, my wife will not be happy about that, but that's fine.
Yeah, you'll get a ride home.
Yeah, exactly. She's actually giving me a ride. I took the train in.
There you go.
See, I'm smart.
Yeah, my car is dead. Shot battery, so I'm getting a ride home from Taylor, our cameraman. Maybe, he said. He's still bitter about the Batman take. I might have lost my ride home.
You know, you might have. I would not blame him.
Lady Bandits trying to find some life here. 13 down the sideline.
By the way, respect to 4 here. Looks like they have a brace on their right knee, and they're running like there's nothing wrong with them.
Not to be confused with the brace that you just discussed.
Very
which
good.
is a different brace. See, I'm learning. But, yeah, playing it, gutting it out, and likely going to be getting some minutes in the finals later today. All right, bit of a soft punt there by the Lady Bandits. They seem just flustered at this point. I mean, what a devastating 5 minutes or so that was.
The other women's non-binary semifinal happening to our left. Wish we knew the score. Figuring out who this Nutcracker team will likely be facing.
Okay, looking for another chance. Corralled in. Here's 10. She's dangerous in space. And she's got it. Oh, a nice move there.
There it is.
They're back. They're back in it. 5-3.
That's a 2-goal. That's all of a sudden now a 2-goal lead. They say it in hockey. I'm going to say it in a 7v7 matchup. The 2-goal lead is the scariest in sports, in soccer and hockey.
There you go. And that's a hat trick now. So we've got a brace for one player and a hat trick for another as number 10 walks off the field after goal number 3. I'm surprised she's coming off.
Yes, I was just going to say that. Interesting that they're coming off the field after that. As you said, a hat trick. They're still down 2, probably about 5 or so minutes to go in this one.
Wonder if she's just gassed or they're just giving her a minute.
She did take that hard
minute.
They did take that hard foul earlier, about 10 minutes ago.
That's true. She did. Let's see here. Nutcrackers.
This will be a corner.
Deflected out.
I love these Lady Bandits kits, by the way.
They're pretty cool. If you give it a closer look, you can see it looks like Liberty Bells, maybe.
Oh, that's a good point.
Right?
Oh, yeah, it is.
You notice that?
Yeah.
The waviness that you see in the orange and yellow or red and yellow. I think it's a bell. It's a Liberty Bell upside down and right side up, just repeated. It's a fun pattern. Which, again, shout out to Icarus, who makes all these uniforms, and they're just gorgeous.
Maybe our professional teams, all 5 of the major professional teams in Philadelphia, should take a look at Icarus. Get some new ideas.
Seems like it. Uniform creativity is not as great as you would expect from a lot of professional clubs.
And if you're good at it, you're underappreciated for it. You're not tapped in. You see it at these kind of levels, but you don't see it at the professional level just yet.
Creative talent, always underappreciated. Just kind of the way of the world, unfortunately.
I could do a whole podcast on that, Vince.
That's right. We're open to a raise. No. No, CASA takes care of us. It's definitely just having fun with them.
Nobody there at that cross.
Across the face of the net. Yep, nothing there. And is that it?
That's going to do it.
That'll do it, folks. As in our first match today, the women's non-binary semifinal, the Nutcrackers put this one away and beat the Lady Bandits by a final score of 5-3. So, Bill, what's your reaction to this one?
You saw the camaraderie come out for the Nutcrackers in that second half after the hydration break, about 25 minutes in, and they just took it over. That's really what it came down to. You can't say not much more that can be said. I mean, despite both teams coming in undefeated, the experience of playing together really came out for the Nutcrackers there.
No doubt about it. So, heck of a moment there, and we'll get ready for the second match. Now, Bill, do you want to see if you can go down? Would we be able to conduct an interview with that shotgun Mike Taylor? Would that be doable?
All right, let's see.
Yeah, you want to go down there? Let's see if you can get somebody from the winning side there and see if the Nutcrackers would like to talk with us. And you can take that notebook with you. So that is Bill Kornfeld, who's been doing the color commentary for us here today. I'm Vince Quinn, and we'll be with you till about 4:15. We have 4 games on the slate here for the Icarus Cup that we'll be broadcasting today, although there's a bunch planned. I mean, it's left, right. There's this whole field here, Vidas Field. And there's another park to our left, and that one's got some games going as well. So very busy today. And Bill's going to work his way downstairs in a minute and see if we can get somebody from the Nutcrackers. So Taylor's got an eye on that. Okay. Somebody on the way? I'm getting a thumbs up. So we'll have an interview in just a moment. We'll be able to go down the field here. So let's get them over to the mic. And Bill,
hear me?
Yeah, we'll throw it down to you, Bill.
Excellent. All right, I'm here with Emily of the Nutcrackers. Emily, what are your thoughts after that 5-3 win?
You know, I think it took us a while to get started, but once we started putting in the goals, we were great. We were playing physically, got some good fouls, a little cheeky game. So I'm proud of us.
It's a great. I saw what we really noticed in the second half is your camaraderie really shown. You guys are coming, most of you are coming from Haverford College, and it was just kind of your experience together really shown there. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's really fun to get back together as a team. A lot of us are a few years out, so we haven't played together in a while, but the chemistry is still there. So it was really fun.
Awesome. Thoughts on the final coming up?
I'm excited. I'm fired up. I think we're playing a team potentially that we've already played, so it'll be good to see what happens.
Well, good luck, Emily. Have a good one.
All right. Well, there's Bill doing multiple jobs today, wearing a lot of hats, as he gives us some sideline reporting there. And he'll be back up in the booth with us in just a moment as we get ready for our next match. And figure out who's kicking off here and who's who. I assume Bill will have that information as well. But what we're looking at here is the Division II semifinal, as it's been told to me here at the Icarus Cup as we have kickoff. And here comes 16 on yellow. Very fast pace in between games today. Wrap that game, just keep on moving. Very, very quick on their part. Well-run tournament today. 16, been carrying it a long way there. Tries to carry it into the middle, doesn't work. Push back up by yellow. So until we get clarification, or if you have it in the comments, oh, and a goal! I look away for a quarter of a second and just launched out. A rocket lands in the right side of the net, and we have a goal already, and I still don't have full clarification of who everybody is. So this is somebody's up 1-0. We will say yellow for now as one gets punted out of the park here, and they'll have to regroup. Wow, what a shot, though. 21. Oh, he's got 21 on his shorts and 6 on his back there. So here we go. Blue trying to turn around. Got some space up front. He's going to boot it. Oh!
All right, I got some information.
Okay.
Vidas is up 1-0.
Vidas, okay. Vidas in the yellow.
Versus Kensington, both again undefeated here. So Vidas FC up early 1-0.
That was
Kensington.
Really fast. Okay, well, Vidas again on the attack. And I think we're just going to see this again, Bill. It's just going to people shooting from everywhere.
Yeah, and it's simply because of how short the field is. You can take advantage of it. You trust your feet. You know how to boot the ball down. And especially at this level where it's D1 or D3, the experience there, they have the experience of the full pitch. So a simple half field or a quarter of a field, they can deal with.
Yeah, they certainly will be able to as another one goes way out. Get a corner kick here. And I figured we'd see a lot of those short corners, you know, where you dump it off to a teammate and try to use that space. But see what the strategy is here for Vidas. As they go into the middle, tangled up. Strong defense there. That's a big man. Just cleared it down the field. Kensington tries to keep it in. No good.
I was going to say, there's no way that ball was.
Yeah, it was pretty clearly out there. Ref was onto that one. So a throw in.
I like how it's not really a throw-in. It's just they're doing small kicks on the side.
It is a better speed, and I think it really fits the game here. I like the pacing as they go, and I mean, that's a half-field shot there that had to take some level of serious defense.
And honestly, Vince, I don't even think that was a full shot. I think that was a setup for the header over the top there.
Wow. So, okay, rocketed in there. Vidas looking again and deflected again by the Kensington keeper. He's been seeing a lot of heat here in just the first 3 minutes or so of this contest. By the way, great work on the sideline, Bill.
Oh, why, thank you. I'm a triple duty at this point.
Yeah, you're a busy man today. And we appreciate you.
You're putting me through the ringer, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Kensington, starting from their back end. Nothing doing there and pushed out wide. Oh, there we go. And a Kensington player, he was sprinting out there on the other field trying to get that ball back.
Well, you think about it, Vince. You're just trying to get everyone off balance. Whether it's as soon as you get the ball at your feet for a simple throw-in or a free kick on the side or in the middle of the field, everything's about keeping people off balance in this game, I've learned very quickly, especially in sevens.
Pace of this one just seems to be frantic. It is very quick so far. 16's got space. He can rip it from there, and he does. And
oh, my goodness.
My goodness is right. Wow. Just launched it just a couple of feet of space. He goes, yep, that's all I need, and boom. Rails it in there. That is a goal, Bill. Wow.
Incredible. It gets me feeling very good. I love soccer. I love this. That's the kind of stuff that I live for.
That is the good stuff right there, although not so much for Kensington. It's 2-0 right now for Vidas FC.
Vidas FC, one of the top-notch teams in this division.
Now, I will
not to say anything about negative about Kensington, but Vidas is the big name right now, I feel.
I will say this, unfair home field advantage. This game is rigged.
Yes.
As we are at Vidas Field here at Drexel. I would assume that's the connection.
I'm going to guess they have some Drexel connections, yes.
Yeah, so I would figure just having some fun, but, needed to be said, all right? You needed to be said.
Yeah, we want to be as transparent as possible.
That's
we're
right.
Professional broadcasters.
We're honest people. Kensington here, crossing the field. And they've got to feel some urgency already.
And for you just tuning in, this is the D3 semifinal.
Got some stories going on downstairs.
You never know what you're going to hear on the flag mic.
No, it is
field mic.
It is fun. It is fun. So, all right, inbound here from Kensington. Have gotten a chance on net, but weren't able to make anything of it. Find themselves down 2-0. Maybe, 5-6 minutes into this one? Mm-hmm. Still pretty early. 16, pushing it up. Back to 16. Scored earlier from about third of the field left. Some physicality down here, but Seven, who was just an absolute tree down there. I'm pretty sure he starred in the second Lord of the Rings movie out of Fangorn Forest. Man, he is tall. Here comes 16. Vidas with a boot and a great reactionary save. 8 just leaping out there to make the save. Just electric from him. And Kensington living to fight for another couple of minutes here. I mean, wow.
They feel very off balance here, Vince. That's Vidas is taking advantage of that home field. Kensington just feels very off balance right now as they clear it down.
Yeah, they're going to have to find some answers pretty quickly because Vidas has been relentless. But here's some space. Oh, and he tries to cross it, but can't get enough on it there. This will be Vidas' balls. It got knocked out. Crossfield. All right, here comes Vidas again and turned over at the midfield. Also want to note that Bill tried getting his friend on and she said no.
See? So now I guess I don't have friends, Vince, other than you and John and Taylor.
Turns out she hates your guts, Bill.
At least I have my wife.
That's right. All right. 2, taking a shot, and that's the side of the net.
Off the side.
That was the side.
Vince, are you looking to do open pickup for CASA?
Yes.
Are you looking to play some soccer but don't have the time to commit to a full season, or maybe you want to get some extra work in between games? Check out CASA's open pickup events. They're part of our meetup groups, which include clinics, watch parties, and other CASA events. Scan the QR code in the corner to join the 4,500 other people in CASA's meetup.com group and stay in the know. I'm going to have to join that.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool to be able to do some of those events. Very affordable from what I've seen, and some of the events are even free. You can just go and meet up with some people, play some pickup soccer. So
free is for me, Vince. Free is for me.
Free is for me, too. I got a lot of old T-shirts that I don't need, Bill.
I'm right there with you. You and I come from the same. Oh, another ball. That would have killed me.
Wow. Yeah. See, that was a launch right there. 7 with the power.
That would have been a fun broadcasting moment. Let me tell you.
Would have been solo the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Taylor would be manning the camera and color commentary at that point. I'm sure exactly what he wants to be doing in his life.
No doubt. Okay, Vidas pushing down the field here. 6 has some speed. Oh.
Off balance, but still almost.
A little too much.
There's a moment for Kensington. If they push, they got the numbers.
Oh, and it's deflected in. Kensington gets a little bit of a lucky tap there. And not ties this one up, but as a sign of life here as they had a frustrating start.
Here's my question, though. That was clearly offsides. That player was behind the back line for Vidas. I guess there really is no offsides. John Barchard's dream.
That's what it is. Perhaps. Maybe we should get some clarification on that next time we check in with the league office here. But it is a goal. It's on the scoreboard. 2-1 game. And out of bounds. Will it disrupt the other game? No. Quickly kicked aside.
I would go over the top here from Kensington. Don't go short. Yep.
Okay, Kensington here in the middle.
Hard tackle, but a clean tackle there.
Oh, nice ball down here, deep on the left side. Up in the middle, and he fires it deflected. Oh,
keeper stayed with it the whole time. That after deflected off the back heel of 6.
Deflections can get really dangerous like that, and that was a lucky deflection.
It's exactly like hockey, Vince, almost. You never know where that puck's going to go off the deflection of a stick. You don't know where the ball's going to go in soccer off the deflection of a back heel.
That time worked out well for Vidas, although the first time not so much. That's how Kensington got their first goal. By the way, thanks again, everybody tuning in. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you might be watching.
We're here all afternoon. Next up is the Mixto final, men and women.
Excited for that one.
Androck 4-0-1, 1 draw on their record against Elite FC. Same record, 4-0-1.
Living up to their name so far.
Yes.
Would not look good if they lost in the first round. Here goes Vidas. Oh, a boot. Going to feel that one tomorrow. Hope he's got the shin guards on.
Interesting. Vidas kind of laying back here. They're not parking the bus as they say in soccer, but they are close to it.
Which is odd because they were just on fire to start this game.
Yeah. Parking the bus is an interesting strategy. You kind of play keep away.
Oh, we got a banged up ankle. 5 for Vidas is down. He's really writhing in pain here. And we'll see if the ref calls, well, stop and play. I don't know if it's related to the injury, but 5 is still down.
Looks like it is.
Teammates going to check on him. Hope he's all right.
He took a hard tackle right off the shin there. Just walk it off. He should be okay.
He's going to try to do that. Doesn't look like we're getting a sub. Let's see. Is he going to call for it? He's limping a good deal here.
Yeah.
Might be a good idea to get him a minute if you can. But I respect him wanting to stay in.
I don't think he's wearing shin guards.
No, he's not.
He's going to come off.
Seems kind of 50-50 in that regard. Just kind of looking at everybody's ankles here.
Here's the restart.
All right. Kensington getting a chance in front of the net.
Good strength there.
Really physical there.
4 staying with it, just using his raw strength. Just couldn't keep with it.
Good that he got it on net, but nothing more. Vidas in the midfield. Resetting here. Slowing down a little bit. Slowing down from just a warp speed first couple of minutes of this game. 14. Is he
taking a strength, ripping that?
Wow, he really ripped that from a distance. Like what? Okay,
a little too far on his inside foot, on the inside of his foot, I should say. You saw it push wide of the left post.
A little too excited for me. Deflection out. Kensington ball.
Like I said, and then after the Mixto final at 2:45, at 3:30, the D1 final teams to be decided.
I know the teams are getting themselves pumped up going, we could play in front of Vince Quinn and John Barchard and Bill Kornfeld.
Did you forget I was here for a second?
I did say John Bart. Yeah, we do the podcast together. I'm so used to saying his name. You're John now. I'm sorry.
I would love to be John. If I could have his voice, I'd be fine with that.
Does have some great pipes. Kensington. Soft inbound there. Really strong defense from Vidas so far.
Yes, they hold their back line very well.
Kensington just poking and prodding, taking their time. Vidas happy to give it to him. Shot.
Calling for a deflection.
Wow. I don't know if I saw that. Was it deflected?
I believe it was in that early defenseman, or that up forward defenseman, I should say. Might have gone off his heel.
So we'll get a corner here.
Should be approaching that hydration break in the next 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, still in the first half, folks, if you just tuned in. Corner headed away. All right, he's got space. Is he going to rip it? Yep.
Oh, wow. No one saw 15. And there it is.
No way. Just a chaotic moment.
6, cleaning up the mess.
And you can hear the keeper yelling at one of his defenders. He doesn't like that one. Really, I think the biggest catalyst on that was 13 with the header to fire that in there and create the rebound opportunity. Just a really strong chance there. Was totally unexpected.
Deflections and headers are where the chances you can create a lot of movement, create a lot of chaos in front of the net. Create opportunities like that, and all of a sudden we're tied up at 2.
What a rebound for Kensington so far in this game.
Yeah, they did not look comfortable early on, but now they found their footing. They seem to be okay.
Yeah, massively on the ropes. I mean, I was watching that like, oh my God, you're giving up goals like this early, and Vidas got another couple of chances. It could have gotten ugly quick, folks, but
almost
credit to Kensington.
You could almost say
and here, nope. Good defense there, getting back.
6 again.
Light hug exchanged between the two. A little respect. I'd like to see that.
6 is feeling his confidence right now. Let's watch him as he makes his way to the left side of us. He's calling for an upward. He's calling for it long.
All right, and this looks like it's...
See, again, if I'm Kensington, I go up and over this Vidas defense. Get them moving.
Yeah, is he going to just take a shot?
There it is.
Yep. Looked like he was going to do that from the other location, too.
Yeah. And again, he was looking for 6. That's the hot hand right now, or the hot foot, I should say.
13 with Kensington's got the ball now. Out of bounds.
Vidas has to make a move here.
It's been a little bit for them.
Nothing doing.
16 back in the game, scored earlier. Just a real rocket shot. All right, some pointing and a good awareness from the teammate to tell him that 13 was coming up from behind. Manages to maintain the ball. 16's got the footwork going, too. I got to tell you. 7. Good save by the keeper.
Giving up a corner, though. 5 has not returned for Vidas after taking that nasty spill. That ankle injury.
Good to see he's okay.
He's just kind of sitting on the sidelines right now. Doesn't look like he's nursing that ankle. He's just kind of looks dejected almost. That's how I would put it. Not sure if he's just out of precautionary reasons, not going to get back in here.
And that's just
nice boom there down the pitch. That one's from John Barchard.
That was brought to you by Drake, Bill. That was a YOLO moment.
Yes.
And I've been booed again.
Yeah, you're 0 for 2. If you strike out 3, I don't know what Taylor's going to do.
I'm 0 for like 15.
Yeah. I'm being nice about the Batman take and that right there.
That movie's still mid, as the kids say. Mid.
Do the kids say that?
Yeah. I've heard the kids say it. I'm very in tune with the kids, as someone who calls them the kids. Vidas here. Crossfield. They've been able to slow things down a little bit, start poking and prodding and finding their way. Kensington happy to give a little space as that sails right over the top.
Looked a little stronger than I thought.
Okay, substitution 2 coming in. He's spunky. He's ready to go. He's coming in. He's finger pointing. He's running at good speed. Blue shoes. Very swanky. Very swanky, number 2.
Big fan of the kit, of the boots.
Let's see what he can do here. Is a guy who,
little too high there.
Decent cross there from 3, who also, for him, look at his cleats. 3's got the cleats, man. He's got those like shiny, silky red. It's very good look.
The boots make the player, Vince. That's what I've learned.
Well, they've made the game so far as we've hit halftime here, folks. It is a 2-2 game here at Vidas Field. And I'm just kind of stunned that we're here like this.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Kensington looked a little uncomfortable in the first 5 to 10 minutes. Maybe even you can push that to 12 minutes. But once they got their footing, Vidas was in trouble. And Vidas is still in trouble. Despite it a 2-2 game, this is Kensington's game to lose, in my opinion.
Yeah, is that where you're – because, that's what I'm trying to evaluate, too, is thinking, okay, who ultimately played the better half?
Yeah.
And, I mean, Vidas dominated the first 5 minutes or so. Then it was a little back and forth, but definitely the momentum has swung towards Kensington. And this break, honestly, if you're Vidas, you're thankful for it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You kind of just take this 5-minute hydration break, just trying to reset your system, figure out what you want to do on your back line, because your back line has looked a little shaky the last 7 minutes or so. But yeah, this couldn't have come at a more opportune time for Vidas FC.
And for them, not able to necessarily launch shots the way they did early in this half either. So credit for Kensington to be able to stay on them and prevent that space to give them the opportunity.
Yeah.
Is this maybe the next match that's I think our Mixto team has decided to step on the field and get a couple of kicks in.
Match coming up at 2:45.
So a little preview of what's to come there potentially. And so far, no one's kicked the ball in the booth. I think we're doing well.
We've come close. Nothing's happened, but we have the big guns coming out at the 3:30 match. And, you never know what's going to happen in a Mixto match coming up at 2:45.
Always frisky. Always frisky.
And I will use you as a shield if I have to. Just know that.
I'm your meat shield?
Yeah, exactly.
That's good to know. That's a partnership right there.
I've known you for almost a decade now. I think it's reached that point. You're a shield for me.
That's true. It has been a while. We're getting old, Bill.
We're only in our 30s. Old is all subjective.
There you go.
I learned that about 2 years ago.
About 2 years ago.
When I was about to turn 30. That's when I realized.
When you had your midlife crisis.
Yeah, exactly.
At 29.
29 years old. I was like, oh, God, I'm turning 30. Everything's subjective at this point.
You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Looks like Kensington's okay. They're ready to go.
Flipping sides here. Kensington's going to push this. If they were going to build on their momentum, they're just going to push it. And you saw that right away there by 7, sending it off the field.
Oh, and here's 4 with a chance. Oh, a chopper. He just couldn't quite get his foot on that.
It looks like 5's back on the field for Vidas FC. Good to see.
Okay. Yeah, punchy there, I would say, that possession. Punchy.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with pungent. Very different. Very different.
Yeah.
Although with the heat, I mean, you can get that way. Let's see. Vidas. Moving in the middle here. Now the outside, a rip. A header and so close.
11 just couldn't get his head to it. That was a clear as day goal if he gets his head. Just a little touch on it.
Wow, so close to connecting on that one. That was a great opportunity.
Good effort, but just like everyone else in the city of Philadelphia that wears 11, they just come up short.
Horseshoes and hand grenades, Bill.
Taking shots at Carson Wentz if you haven't picked up on that.
Love to see that. Go Birds. Kensington here.
Ooh, that foot got a little high. He knew it too. That could have been a very dangerous moment there for 6 on Kensington.
Back and forth. Didn't realize we were at Wimbledon, but okay. Is Wimbledon over now?
Djokovic, 4th straight year.
Wow.
21 Grand Slams now.
That's ridiculous. I've only done that at a Denny's.
Yeah, same.
I've been booed again.
3 a.m. That's the only time you can do a proper Grand Slam Denny's breakfast. That's fair. Taylor commenting that we live in the Northeast. We don't need to go to Denny's.
We don't. There's plenty of diners in the Northeast. Find yourself a good diner, folks.
I do not disagree with that.
Vidas, are they going to let that possession play? That looked out of bounds to me, but okay, we play on. And that one's definitely out of bounds. There's no doubt about it.
You know, Vince, going back to that out of bounds call, I think it was a classic case. The complete ball has to go out of the touch line to be considered out of bounds. So I think just enough of the ball was still in to keep it in bounds, which is one of the flow systems that I like about soccer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be too hard on the refs either because, again, it's just one person running each game. Vidas.
Open man. Oh, couldn't get the touch, and that's 5 again. I don't know if that ankle's still bothering him, but.
Good work by 6, just kind of popping up out of nowhere to push that away. And here comes a rip. Oh,
good
it deflected. That
might be a corner. Are you going to give it a kick? Goal kick?
Yeah, keeper might have been in position on that, but a good rip all the same, and another chance. Oh. That was 2 who came in all spunky.
Very
stole my heart.
Appreciate the spunky. I'm going to call this a throw after a little discussion.
Okay, Kensington ball.
And, you know, coming up in CASA, CASA's launching a new division this fall that will literally take things to the whole other level. Introducing CASA Select. CASA Select is a competitive league separate from CASA's existing structure, where the winner will be promoted to the local semi-pro league, the EPSL. So if you're looking to climb the highest levels, this is your chance. Registration is now open, to make sure you sign up using the QR code in the top right corner of the screen. You see there, we'll leave that up for a few moments. Or by going to CASASoccerSelect.com, or excuse me, CASASoccerLeagues.com/select. All of those games are played on Sunday. So make sure you have your Sundays open when you sign up.
Ball launched over the net there. It's close, though. Vidas with a little space. Ran into the defender, has to move it. Deflected and out.
I'm a big fan of making a full day of a Sunday. If I join a CASA Select League, play some soccer in the morning, get home in time for the Eagles game, double dipping on football.
Not bad.
Never call that a bad day.
Not bad. Corner kick here. In short corner. Oh, and they're lining it up. Oh, and he punts it. It's way over the field. It's
into the tennis courts.
Wow, that was a mile over us and into the tennis courts. It is Wimbledon. It's still going. Okay. We're back.
Now, there's got to be a backup ball somewhere.
Yeah, there's been a couple cycling around, so they will play on.
Ball is still rolling around on the tennis courts. No one's going to get it yet. No urgency, Vince.
No.
I need the urgency.
No ball boys. All right, here we go. Man, that was a shot that he just took there, number 6. Keeps moving like it didn't hurt. Number 2 for Vidas. Back to 16, who had a rocket earlier, and the booth. Oh,
okay,
no.
Now we have an issue.
All right, someone's trying to hit the booth now. I'm just taking this as personal offense.
I'll catch it, fellas. Ball behind.
They've heard the jokes, and they're coming for me.
That's right. Thank you, Taylor. Again, we got to put a lavalier mic on Taylor for the next match or for the next broadcast. Great secondary commentary by the cameraman. Add a whole new dynamic to this broadcasting thing.
Kensington here. Had a chance. Now Vidas with the reset. All sorts of space out here. And a turnover. Oh, no. Oh, he's wide open, and offsides is clearly not a thing. You see? Oh,
it's not a thing, and he blows it.
Oh, man. What a chance he's beside himself.
Listen, I am a fan of the not offsides thing, but we can't have gentlemen cherry picking in the backfield.
If that's the game you want to play, why not? Why not? As it gets ripped. Oh, that was
microphone safe.
Yeah, I think our mic's okay. I don't hear any static, so yeah, we're good. All right. We'll be doing some other post-game interviews, by the way. So whoever the winner is of this one, Bill will be going down there interviewing somebody. And for what it's worth, Bill, if you can, I don't know if you can get the mic over there, kind of behind the net where you got the Icarus Cup and all that set up, but
yes,
if you can, give Taylor some space to find you. Okay, setting up here on a free kick. Also making some plans. Let's see here. Kensington FC.
Do you want to do like some stuff with the trophy on the backdrop? Like send it that way?
All right, here comes Vidas. Trying to figure out some space and time, and he's
clogged up by Kensington.
Not able to do it, but Vidas chipping it away. And can they recover on this one? Okay, Kensington, you got to get this one out of here, fellas. The heat from Vidas is real. Wow, okay. And they escape for now.
Booming it down the field. That's all they could do. Good play by the keeper.
All right, here goes 4, who's got something to prove after he whiffed on that wide open opportunity.
I'm honestly shocked he's still on the field, Vince.
Yeah, you would have pulled him?
I would have pulled him. Can't blow a lead like that.
Wow.
And you also can't cherry pick like that. Come on, have some respect for the game.
Well, yeah, I have no respect for it in that way. I would cherry pick my you-know-what off, so.
Also because you can't run.
Well, hey, I'm deceptively fast, okay?
Are
deceptively fast.
All right.
In short bursts, yes.
I sense a challenge.
Well, there is one, actually. It's in the works. Stay tuned to Bell and the Birdmen, folks, as we get a rip.
Right back.
Deflected again.
Like I said, 6 needs to get on his horse, get moving here. Two good chances
here
there.
Comes 5. Is he going to rip it? Oh, yes, he does.
Sails
it's going out of the stadium. It's out of the stadium.
Into the city of Philadelphia, folks.
That's a souvenir. Wow. Really ripped that one, which we haven't seen a whole lot of that recently, Bill. I mean, the defense has been a lot. This whole second half, the defense has been so much tighter.
Yeah.
Nobody's been able to launch those balls the way we saw from really both teams to some degree in the first half.
Both clubs holding their high lines very well.
2-2 so far still. You got a time check, Bill?
Let's call it 17 minutes in.
Okay.
To the second half. So about 4 or 5 minutes left.
So closing minutes here of the second half, deflection in front of the net. And this is a semifinal game, folks, so we are looking to get into the final here. So a big moment for both clubs.
And exciting. After this, we'll have 2 final matches. First up, the Mixto and then the D1. Immediately following this game in the next. 2:45 and 3:30.
Then we'll go home for dinner. Got dinner plans, Bill?
Good question. Oh, I do. I'm seeing a friend. My wife and I were going to see our friends Rodney and Olivia.
There you go.
They just got engaged.
Good for them. Congratulations, Rodney and
Yes.
Olivia.
Thank you, Taylor. I do have friends.
They just won't come on the
They
broadcast.
just won't come on the broadcast. That's right.
Oh my God, I remember that.
Kensington here.
I remember it too, ladies. I remember
See,
it too.
I would launch it, but no such thing there. He passes it out to number 5. 5 goes for the launch.
And if the time
And
check
he's got another check.
we have about 10 minutes, so my clock is completely off. And another sail into the city of Philadelphia.
Wow.
But at least, see, a nice rotation of soccer balls coming in, so at least we have that going for
Yeah, the
us.
field is thinned out quite a bit. There's no games on the field to our left now. Looks like that's shut down for the remainder of the Icarus Cup here.
Yep.
As teams are getting together. Vidas.
And I imagine that the match over to our right is a Mixto match, but I believe, I venture to guess it's the 3rd place match because coming up at 2:45, it's good. Androck versus Elite FC.
And a boot from number 4 who just, man, goes wide on the left.
So we have about 10 minutes left. My clock was way off, Vince.
So plenty of time here, but it is a tie game. And the momentum this half, I think, has been pretty even. Nobody's really stood out in any way. Solid defense on both sides, and I just haven't been able to get the shot.
I think that's just a residual effect of being a tie game with a shorter game. We're talking about 45-minute match total. Here
And
comes
that's
at
a
us.
We're okay.
Microphone is still okay.
That's all that matters.
Anything for the broadcast, Vince. Anything for the broadcast.
That's right. We can take a ball to the face, but as long as the mic's okay. All right,
risky
here goes CASA.
Very risky.
Kensington with the inbound. Active calls from each sideline, trying to get some coaching in.
At some point here, as we have crossed the 10-minute mark, so we have about nine minutes left or so, someone's got to push the pressure. They're going to, again, see some high lines, defensive moving into the offensive side of the ball, of the field, create some chances. It's a risk, but we're talking about a semifinal match here, Vince.
Goalies haven't left the box in this one even a little bit, by the way.
No, and
I think that's really worth noting.
I think that is exactly what they want to play. We're talking about a division that is Division III. It's not. It's a little bit more competitive. So I imagine they just want to trust their wing backs. As we see another ball sail.
Another punt. Playing on here.
As the Vidas keepers barking out orders. Clearly getting frustrated with his team's effort in front of him.
And let's see if Kensington can put on some more pressure here. Headed away. Number 4's trying to rush this one. I mean, he really just sprinted after that. He's trying to kick it in as fast as he can, and he does. Nothing doing so far. 14. Wow. Fan in the stands had a chance, couldn't catch it. Worth booing? I feel like you got to catch it.
Yeah, especially because he's the only gentleman over there.
Great spot. I mean, yeah, it landed right. It couldn't have gone any easier for him. It was right there. Got to catch that one, sir. Got to catch it. Okay, here's Vidas. Looking for a chance. It's been a while for them. Can they get the space? That's been the real issue. Oh, physicality right there. And who are they going to give this to? Kensington. Putting in the work, holds off that challenge. And we resume.
Oh, hard foul or a hard tackle there, but I think that's a clean tackle there by 14. Got all ball.
Yeah, it seems they're going to let that ride.
Perfectly fine with that.
As we're getting into closing minutes here.
Oh, they are going to call that a foul on 14. Never mind. A little confusion there of what we're doing here. As 11 is going, yo, dude, take it from the side, not a free kick.
See if we get overtime here on this one, as we're in the last couple of minutes. Still a tie game, 2-2. Thanks to a deflection from a little chaos.
Here's the best chance of the day right now. Vidas. Oh, 7 coming up big for Kensington.
Deflects that out. They're going to try to keep this moving as fast as they can. Again, the clock is ticking. Out of bounds. Confidence from the Vidas bench.
6 minutes left.
Just heard someone say 6. I wonder if that includes stoppage or not. I would assume.
And I imagine we're not going to get a lot of stoppage time, Vince. There's been, because of both of these teams going very conservative in their play in the second half, it feels, despite a couple of chances, not a lot of stoppage.
And credit to the crews for to be able, all these balls getting launched all over the place, out of the stadium into the tennis court, and they just keep resupplying this thing and keeping it moving. So here we are. Semifinal match. I'm just waiting for somebody to launch it again. It's been a while. Here we go. Cross in the middle, deflected.
8 comes up big for Kensington. And again, there's a man down. I believe this is number 6 on Vidas.
Yeah, he's really writhing in pain there, grabbing his left ankle. Teammates coming over to look at him. Is he going to get up?
Not sure if he just took a cleat to the shin there.
Yeah, not sure.
Stretch it out, young fella. Stretch it out. You're all right.
All right, team's checking on him. So we'll see how he's doing. In the meantime, I mean, again, Bill, it just feels like it's such an easy or such a balanced game.
Yeah.
Nobody's been, and it's crazy too, because this half, it's as soon as the half starts, Kensington comes out, they score that goal. You go, wow, okay, the tie game. And since then, it's just, back and forth, very tight defense, pretty physical, but not crazy physical. You know, it's just it's a very balanced game this whole half.
I mean, we're talking about two teams that are undefeated. Kensington 4-0. Vidas FC 3-0-1, one draw to their name, but still undefeated nonetheless. Both these teams know how to win, and they want to stick to their plan, even if that means being conservative. And it's kind of who's going to bend first.
And we'll see if it involves a golden goal if we hit overtime.
I imagine we're about 4 minutes in, or 4 minutes left or less.
All right, 11 goes the distance there to get that ball and bring it back. And for Kensington, you go back to that moment where, again, they had a breakaway.
Yep.
And to have that opportunity to go and take the lead right there. It's offside is not a thing for today's tournament, this 7-on-7 with the Icarus Cup. And so he takes that shot. It goes wide right. He was just, completely beside himself when that didn't go through. And that could be the difference maker between reaching the finals or going home. As Vidas is pushing down, left side here, taking a shot.
See, I like that idea. He went far post. He didn't go near post. He went to the far post on the right side of us where you're watching. Trying to get the keeper off his line.
Pushed out of bounds there. 14 goes, my bad. Might need to say that to the other game over there as it's creeping towards the net, and the keeper could be very confused. All right, the ball is returned.
I've seen that, but then it usually starts.
All right, here comes Vidas. And, if I was going to guess for Vidas, 16's been the guy, and here he is. He's got some space. And is he just going to launch this year? Because he did it earlier. Oh, Kensington going for the counter here. And they've got 13. Oh, 16 scooping ahead, and he just breaks it off. He looked like Usain Bolt for a second.
Yes.
That's what I thought he was doing with the arms, but
a little bit of speed there.
More just playing defense. And great work by him as he's got a lot of room again, and I'm surprised he hasn't ripped it. Okay. All right. Launched way high. Urgency creeping in a little bit here.
A little bit. I think it's exactly how I would describe it. We're about 1 minute away from the stoppage time, and then we'll just kind of figure out what happens.
All right, here comes 6 with some speed. Is he going to get enough space? He centers it. Oh, man.
That's despite how that looked, that was probably Kensington's best chance right there in the second half.
Yeah, that was a really tough one. He tries to turn around, just doesn't quite have the positioning for it. Ball goes out of bounds as it just does there on the corner as well. So Vidas ball again. Let's see how they do here. Ball out of bounds.
Another thing that could happen is that golden goal, but it's just because we're talking about a continuous clock. The ref won't stop the game. Teams will just transition naturally into a golden goal situation. Next goal wins, basically.
Would love to see that. 14. Back to 7.
Because let me tell you, Vince, I think determining the semifinal as the whistle goes, so I was wrong.
And we're figuring it out as we go here, folks.
We're flying as we go. It's a continuous clock. The ref blew the whistle, and now we're just kind of going right into it because we're at 2-2.
I like that. Yeah, just let them know, hey, regulation's over. This is golden goal. Keep it moving. I like the pace. And here we go, 6. Kensington trying to make something happen here. And can he do it again? Oh, deflected out. Diving save. 6 just putting it all on the line right
all of a
there.
Sudden. 6 is going to be the guy for Kensington to lead them to victory if they want this thing.
All right, and Kensington get the corner here.
Semifinal match here.
Now they've gone for the headers. They've tried to get that going. Low ball there.
Yep.
Nothing doing. Here comes 7. He's charging. He's got some speed.
But all of a sudden,
Vidas
is not able to keep up with the speed of Kensington. You're seeing that right away. As soon as the ref blew the whistle to signal that it was overtime or extra time, Vidas kind of went back on their heels, and Kensington pushed the ball forward as we see it here.
So let's see what happens as Vidas goes to clear it out. Can they get the counter here? Number 11. Slowing down, more of an even strength here, but nice. Oh,
as our cameraman, Tim, takes a ball to the feet.
Tim's okay. He's a pro. Physicality there from 11 to be able to fight through that and try to maintain the play was impressive.
They are going to call that a corner. I thought that was still off of a Vidas player, but I guess they said a deflection occurred. And low again, and that's just lazy.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Number 4. Oh, a collision there. But Kensington maintains the ball. They're trying to push it down the field. That was a bit of a reckless launch.
It's all of a sudden feels way more reckless than it was just 3 minutes ago, Vince.
Yeah, it is.
Especially from Kensington's side.
Way faster right now. Way less under control. Which makes me wonder, maybe we get a mistake. I mean, it's been a very principled game for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
And you wonder if it's just an error more than a success that's going to decide this one. Again, it's a finals match. I mean, or you're looking to, this is your chance to get to the finals here. So
yeah,
a lot on the line for these teams as we're in golden goal territory here, folks. This is extra time. Or overtime, I should say.
No, you were right. Extra time.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Look at that. I'm so American.
You are. It's fine.
I'm the worst. Let's see here. 6.
Oh, you got to take that shot.
Yeah, he's got to take that. Man, a little too generous. Here he is trying to recover.
That was a gorgeous one touch to create the open space on his right foot.
Got to blast that. Man, will it hurt him? Vidas looking for a chance, breaking in. Oh, no
oh my
way!
Goodness.
That's how it's getting.
Oh, my goodness.
That's how it ends. He takes
what an angle.
Off. They're all ripping their shirts off. Wow, what a goal to seal it. He nails it in the top right corner. And Vidas FC is going to go on to the final. What a finish.
What a sharp angle goal. Heartbreak as we see Kensington on the side.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. What a goal. What a finish. What a game. That was excellent.
Incredible stuff there by Vidas FC to take it to the final. No idea how that went in. I thought it went off the side of the net.
And I don't know for the people on Kensington. I mean, they have to be beside themselves because they were playing a heck of a game. And for things to go sideways like that, oh, man, that is a brutal finisher, but just a clinical placement. I mean, wow, fantastic work. So here's what we're going to do, folks, is Bill Kornfeld, who just walked out of the booth. He's going to go downstairs. We're going to go to the sideline in a minute and ideally interview somebody from Vidas about that big win. So Bill will be checking in momentarily. In the meantime, I want to thank you again for tuning in wherever you are, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Thanks for listening to us here today. Still have 2 games left for you here at the Icarus Cup. Located down at Vidas Field here at Drexel University, where CASA, if you're not familiar with CASA, you're new to CASA, maybe you're supporting a friend that's in CASA, heck of an organization. Just doing excellent work constantly, building these tournaments, different divisions, really phenomenal stuff from them. And today we just got a phenomenal game as now we've been shown it's a championship. And that was it. That's the title. I see a cup being held over there at midfield. Wow. So, okay, what a moment. What a way to win it as Vidas is celebrating at midfield. Absolutely amazing. So they're all gathering in and celebrating as they should. Wow. Okay. And Vidas FC, by the way, multiple clubs for them. They're in a number of divisions. And for Vidas to be able to secure a cup just a couple of weeks ago, Palangi Cup, that was played at Rhodes Field, UPenn. And now here they are holding another cup right here with the Icarus. So a couple of great weeks for them as they all smile and celebrate here on the 7-on-7. And that was a lot of fun. So what we're going to have next, we're going to have a mixto match. So that'll be a male and female division. Those 2 teams starting to warm up now. We'll have more information on them in a couple of minutes. And we'll walk you through all of it. But in the meantime, Here we go. It looks like our winner here, our man celebrating with the cup. He's going to be coming over, and Bill's going to be having a quick conversation. So we will go down to the sideline as Bill shakes hands. And it's a lot of celebrating. And Bill, let's go to you on the sideline.
Yes, Vince, thank you. I'm here with the game winner, Osama. Osama, take us through that goal right there.
I knew it was a golden goal. I didn't know how much time, but we just couldn't afford PKs. We had to end it now. We were getting tired. They were getting tired. I just had to finish it.
It seemed as soon as that extra time moment happened, everything kind of clicked for Vidas and Kensington.
Yeah.
During the second half, it was a little bit of laid backness, a little bit conservative. As soon as it happened, as soon as it went to extra time, you guys put on the pressure, and you saw exactly what happened there with you in that goal.
Yeah, it's whoever was clinical first because it's golden goal. Yeah, but I'm glad I was the last one to be clinical.
That's very right. Thank you so much, Osama. Good luck.
All right, thank you so much.
There you have it, Vince.
Stuff. Great work, Bill. So he'll be joining us back in the booth, and he'll provide us with some more information on what's going on here for this next game. As I've been informed from our producer, John Barchard, back at the studio, that's actually cup number 3 for Vidas this year. So they're on a mean streak, and they're winning all over the place. So, again, congratulations to Nolan Bear, who I know manages everything for Vidas. And he's smiling as they're taking some pictures over here behind the net. And who else is next? That's really what it's about here, folks. We got a lot of championship soccer here the rest of the way. So we will be calling those games for you. I'm Vince Quinn. If my voice sounds familiar, I host an Eagles podcast called Bell and the Birdmen. And that's available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Also on YouTube as well. And if you're watching on that YouTube channel, we are broadcasting on it right now. Please hit subscribe. Really appreciate you doing that. But it's been really fun. I mean, going from American football to being a part of this, where we've had some really great, thrilling goals. And honestly, that last one that just put that game over the top was spectacular. Just an absolutely stunning finish and a complete thrill to be here to watch it live. So also, I know you can't hear this, but shout out to everybody that is watching these games in person and supporting CASA here at Vidas Field. I know the league certainly appreciates you, and it's been fun watching with you. So here we go. Match number 3 begins here, mixed-o final. And for now, I'll be getting the information because obviously it's tournament style and we've been broadcasting nonstop here. So I'll be getting you team names and information as I can. We'll go purple and blue for now. Here comes blue with the opportunity up the middle, right away, and across and a save. Oh, and it's a goal right off the bat. My goodness. Wow. Okay, number 7 moving across, finds 12, makes the chance. Great save by the keeper. It's not enough. They capitalize on the rebound. And just as this one gets started, which happened in the last game, Bill,
yes,
everybody likes scoring goals before Bill can even sit back down in the booth.
So that's 1-0 Elite FC. They're all the way up from Fairfax, Virginia.
Wow. Okay. So Fairfax, Virginia to be in this tournament is unbelievable. So credit to
Team Andre in purple is right here in Philadelphia.
And I want to make sure I'm saying that right. Andre, like Andre 3000.
Exactly.
There you go. Caroline. Anyway.
Well done.
Roses, look it up. It's a great song. People don't play it enough. You're welcome. Your playlist is welcome.
I agree with you on that.
Right? Great jam.
Roses is a very good, underrated song.
All right, so here comes Elite FC again. And let's see if he can turn the corner here. Nope. Physicality there from number 9. He recovers the ball and a quick push up the other way. He looked like he was going to be ready to rip it if they gave him some space. They did not. And now number 11 on Andre goes down. He was looking for the foul. Seems like he got it. Bill, did you even catch a glimpse of that goal? Did you even see it? Yeah.
No. I wrapped up with Osama and ran immediately to Nolan to figure out who we were getting to see now. A 2-man, 3-man operation here is a lot.
You're a busy man. You're climbing those steps and you're doing it all in jeans in this weather. You're out of your mind.
I am. I am not having fun right now. Well, Thankfully, my friend, and again, another moment where my friends have canceled dinner, so it's just my wife and I. So I apparently the more of an experience that I don't have any real friends.
Oh, that's so great. Yeah, if you're just tuning in earlier today, Bill was like, yeah, we have a friend of mine that's out here playing today. I'm going to see if she comes up in the booth. Doesn't come in the booth. I then ask him about dinner plans. He says he's got a couple of friends he's going to eat with, and now they have canceled on Bill. So
They just got back from vacation. They were in the tropics getting engaged. They're exhausted.
yeah,
I understand why they,
yeah.
you know, I don't need this.
They haven't talked to you since high school. Just admit it.
They have not. I can't lie.
Kindness to Bill is welcome in the chat as Andre is trying to push down the field. And let's see, 17, nice little move there, getting into the corner. Can she turn it into anything? Not quite. Batted away by Elite. And we'll see whose ball that is. I would figure that's Andre's ball. Looks like it.
And look at us with that last match, winning by Vidas. Thought that was the semifinal the whole time, and it was even more.
I know, to see the cup go, I was like, whoa, that's amazing. So, yeah, a heck of a game there. And credit to both teams, honestly. Kensington played a great game. I don't think anybody was outclassed by the other. Just a phenomenal shot in the vital moment, and there's nothing you can do about it. So, collision there. 7-on-7 crime in a 7-on-7 game.
That's right.
Now here comes 9 from Andre.
As someone on Team Vidas is celebrating with the cup, putting water in it, pouring it all over themselves.
Sure,
I appreciate
water.
it.
Sure.
Hope we see that later in this final between either Team Andre or Elite FC. Elite FC are up early, 1-0.
All right, and something we're seeing early in this game that we didn't see in the other one, Bill. Keeper.
Yes,
for Andre, playing very far up. So we'll see how that plays out over the day. Elite's got some space here down the sideline. Are they going to push it to the middle? They
Wide
do.
open.
Unable to connect.
7
fully.
just can't connect. Great ball by 2 on Team Elite. Just a little too far in front for 7 to collect and put it into the old onion bag.
Them's the breaks, as Boris Johnson said. So,
a Boris Johnson reference. Bet you didn't figure you would hear that today, folks.
I mean, he said them's the breaks. It was great. So, number 7 checking his cleats, retying after that misfire a minute ago. And also was the cause for the first goal that Elite FC got today. Had a nice assist there, led to an opportunity. And here we go again. All right, big push down the field here. Keeper comes out for it. Very aggressive play from number 11. Definitely expecting that through the game here.
Risky, too. 12 was right there on Elite. Again, this is a mixed-o match if you're just joining us, so it's a combination of men and women.
All right, here comes Elite. He's got space up top.
Oh, my goodness!
Number 7 is a man on a mission
and let me
so
tell you
far.
This. Let me tell you why that happened. Number 12 on Elite let that ball fly through her legs, setting it up perfectly for her teammate to just fire it in at 11 on the keeper had no chance.
Wow, so a sneaky play call there, Bill. Is that what we just got?
A little bit of a self-made nutmeg, as they call it.
Yep. I know that term.
So it was
what
very
a
impressive.
Shot. 7 has been all over it so far for Elite FC. I mean, my goodness. Assists the first goal, almost scores on that cross a minute ago, and now drills that one from a good couple of yards out. And Elite FC up really early in this one, 2-0.
About 5 minutes in, 2 goals. That's
man.
We're seeing the fast-pacedness of how this goes. It's very impressive to see.
It's so much fun. And that's been the beauty of all of this today with all the different games that we've been watching. They've all been, I mean, generally electric early.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of action early, and then it's just how do these teams react to the moment and settle down and continue to play. But, man, Elite FC all over this one so far. They're ready to go. So cross here.
Elite FC know they're in a final. Like, that's really what it comes down to. You know you're in a final. You know the stakes that they have in front of you. You don't want to come up short.
Well, no. And now for Andre, it's a question of just maintaining. Like, you're trying to stabilize for a second here because this could get away. I mean, if
And look, Team Andre, just like Team Elite, we're talking about 2 teams that are undefeated. 4-0-1 on both sides. Only 1 draw to each of their names.
And you got to figure they played a couple of games today. So will tired legs be a factor? Perhaps. Obviously early in this one, but still a couple of games later. So not exactly the normal condition you get at the start of a match. As Andre trying to find some room on the outside, but generally smothered here.
Nope. 6. They're going to call a foul. 6.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I thought 7 was trying to make the move, but I don't know if he really had control of the ball there. Stray ball rolling onto the field on the back end.
It's the only game going on right now. As we said, this is the Mixto final. Coming up is the D1 final. We have our teams, Vince.
Oh, we do.
The Colonial FC.
Okay.
Versus the Spicy Meatballs.
The Spicy Meatballs?
Not joking.
Oh, my God. That is so good. I love that they're called the Spicy Meatballs. That's amazing. All right. No offense to Colonial FC, but I'm going to enjoy saying Spicy Meatballs a lot today. Is elite.
Oh, just
FC.
a terrible.
Wow. Okay. So, Bill, I mean, you were about to say just a terrible. What'd you see?
Terrible turnover. Like it was a terrible turnover. Clear setup for 7 again. Easy goal. 3-0 Elite FC.
Wow. And see, now this is exactly what I was worried about, because you talk about territory of getting buried early.
Yeah.
And it's more of a mental thing than anything, because we've seen this. People can score from all over on a field like this. 7-on-7, this format, it just allows the space to take those shots.
Yep.
But right now, when it's a mental thing where Elite is just attack, and they're getting good chances, and now 3 goals, and we're probably not even 10 minutes into this match yet.
No, we're about 9, just approaching that 10-minute mark. And Team Andre needs to slow this pace down. They're trying to play at the pace that Elite is setting, and they need to get to their own comfortable pace, because if they continue to try and play Elite's game, we're going to see more goals on the other side for Elite.
Yeah, this could become a rout very quickly as Elite looking to get some chances there. Wow, keeper very casual on that one, Bill. He let that roll a little longer than he probably should have. And let's see, here's Andre tries to rebound, and he's got some space with 11. Uh-oh, this could get ugly. This is a count. Oh, it's 7. He's been clinical.
Oh, it goes to the chip.
I
chip. Respect it.
That is cheeky as hell, as the British people like to say.
I respect that he went for the little chip wish there, not just an ice cream sandwich. He tried to actually make something happen out of that. Just a little too strong.
I mean, is it too, I almost want to say showboaty, though? Like, is that too risky of a play?
Well,
should he I feel like he should have just kicked it low.
No, because 11 was, the keeper was coming to try and close him off, so you kind of do think that strategy of chipping it over him in that situation. I think it's just the circumstances. You're already up 3-0.
Yeah.
Looks a little cheeky.
Okay, fair enough. Great breakaway, though. I mean, the counterpunch there was phenomenal, as Andre is really struggling to find some opportunities here. And they haven't had as much as even a shot on net yet, I would say, at this point. So been a bit of a mismatch so far. And we'll see if they can turn things around. Zalik gets the ball back and chucks it to midfield. Kept in by Andre. And here we go. Is this another counter opportunity? Oh, the footwork and the aggressive play from the keeper.
Good move by 11.
Great work.
They're going to try and counter here. Push it.
Yeah, 4. He's just walking. I don't even think he knows what's going on. He's just totally checked out on the play. Oh, 12's going to have a chance. She could boot this if she wants.
I believe they made a sub, actually.
Oh, wow. That was a quick sub. That happened out of nowhere. All right. Here comes 12. She's going to boot it in the middle.
Oh. Good idea by 12.
The coordination on the front end for Elite FC is just phenomenal.
Yeah. The pace is just, it's lightning. The lightning pace of Elite is just completely overpowering Team Andre.
And it's that team synergy. Like, they're making the runs where it's like, all right, I'm going to be over this way. You know I'm going to be there. I'm going to trust you to get me the ball. And they've been doing it enough. I mean, 3 goals already. It could easily be 5. I mean, they've just been all over this one early. And that's a frustration shot if I've ever seen one.
Just trying to do something. Hey, coming up is CASA will be having their own World Cup-style 7v7 tournament this summer. It's called the Neighborhood Cup, and instead of countries, the teams will be filling neighborhoods with players from those neighborhoods representing. So sign up and play from where you came from. All games will be played on Monday nights at the South Philly Super Site. Registration closes tomorrow, the 11th, so it's last call. Don't miss it. And if you can't play, make sure to come out and support your neighborhood all the same. The Neighborhood Cup is sponsored by South House, who will be hosting post-game events each week with drink specials and karaoke events. We have the QR code up there for you in the top right corner of the screen for just a moment here, or you can sign up at phillysoccer.org.
And as we learned, Bill likes doing Metallica, and he's only done that once. How have you only done karaoke once is the thing that's almost as shocking as you doing Metallica at 11 years old. You've never been to karaoke since you've been 11 years old.
And not voluntarily.
Wow. You don't like karaoke, huh?
No. I can't sing. I talk for a living. I don't sing for a living.
Well, yeah, but it's not about being actually good at singing. It's just getting out there and being like, take another little piece of my heart now, baby. Like that's just what it's about, man. You just got to like get it out sometimes.
Clearly after that performance right there.
That's right. If it makes you feel good. Here's Elite with another shot. And that almost made them feel pretty good.
It's a little wide. Cameraman got hit in the ankle. I think he's actually hurt.
Is he? Oh, yeah. That's Joey, who we met a little earlier today. Nice fella.
Should I ask him if he's okay?
Do you want to yell at him? Joey, you okay? He's good. Joey gives us a thumbs up. Hang in there, Joey. He's a soldier out there.
Well, you know, the life of a cameraman is not a simple one.
No, our cameraman Tim got punted with a ball earlier today. Took it like
Tim,
a champ.
how you feeling?
Tim gives us a thumbs up. He's all right. Good, because we don't have insurance. Ball way out of play here. So Andre's got to corral it. And they got to corral this game in general. I mean, it's been a rough one. They're still starting to slowly get some possession down on the other side, but another launch there.
They're pushing to the I don't even know how to describe it other than they're just taking chances they shouldn't be taking. They need to be settled with the ball, find the open man or woman. We are talking about a mixed-o final.
It is a mixed-o final here.
And the space is there. We're talking about 7v7. Despite how fast the Elite is, you can find the space as Team Andre.
Yeah, so far it's just been a lot of reckless bets. It's going to the casino at a bachelor party.
That's right.
It's very reckless betting. Lost a lot of money, folks. Here goes Elite. Turning it around. Oh, he's got a man open here up front, and the momentum just not enough.
Again, it feels like a guy that's cherry picking a little. Not a fan of the cherry pick.
Well, right now, you can afford to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're up 3-0. What's the risk? So I don't mind it. I mean, you're trying to get into a point where you don't want this to be a game anymore. Oh, deflection there. That could
awkward deflection off 7 on Team Andre. Luckily, 11 had his head on a swivel.
Yeah, and he's played a solid game. I wouldn't criticize the goalie of Andre too much here. I think he's just had there was a tough deflection that was really close. Other times it's basically been a 2-on-1, and you just don't win those very often.
Yeah.
So here goes Andre, number 3 with a boot. Easy save for the keeper. That might be their actual first shot on net, I would say, for the day.
I would probably tend to agree with you. And it was a weak one. Keeper saw it all the way. No real threat. No real chance of a
Elite
rebound.
with all the space in the world. I don't know what's going on there. Okay. Pushes it to the middle. Oh! Timely defense by 10 from Andre.
Nine's going to feel that. That's a stinger.
Oh, that's a 10 for a shot.
Right there.
Wide.
Field Mike.
Field Mike should be okay.
I'm not hearing any white noise.
We will hope that Mike is okay.
I need it for my post-game interview, Vince.
That's right. The post-game interviews are great. Try to run a professional operation here, folks. So here we go. Inbound by Andre as they try to find some life here. Still plenty of time left, so it's not to be burying them so far, but a little reckless, as we talked about a minute ago. And just generally excellent play from Elite. I mean, at some points, you just got to tip your cap to a team that's playing phenomenal ball, and that's what they're doing right now. So very aggressive, very coordinated, and just totally in control of this one so far. 17, all right, I respect that. Trying to rush the keeper a little bit and make something happen.
For just a moment, I thought Elite was going to make a total strategy shift and start playing park the bus, where they just hold on to the ball, basically play keep away.
Which I would hate this early. Oh, the keeper puts his hands up. He didn't like how this one went. But the defense does come around.
Very good recovery by 6.
No doubt about it. All right, let's see. 13. Not able to make something happen. And now here's the push to go from Andre. Can they do something with the space? And deflected.
Yeah, 11, the keeper on Team Andre, calling out, just go, 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 push it, go.
And what we're doing here is getting ready for another final on top of this as well. So what we'll have is a championship match, Division 1. So stay tuned for that as well.
Do you want to say the team names again, Vince? I know you want to.
Yes, because one is Colonial FC and the other is called Spicy Meatball. Is it meatball or meatballs, by the way?
Meatballs.
Spicy
Plural.
meatballs. Now, is it spicy meatballs or spicy meat the balls? You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's
that Italian inflection.
I'm half Italian, so I can do that.
Yeah,
that's
I would
right.
do that.
See, that's what's important to state here. Although my last name is Quinn, little deceptive.
I am a mutt, so I don't know how much Italian I have in me, but I know I have some.
Yeah, I would call you a mutt.
But for different reasons. You're not passing by me. I know what you did there.
Ball put it out of bounds there.
This broadcast getting out of control as we approach the hydration break.
Okay, and this game has been out of control so far.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, folks, I want to tell you it like I see it. And right now, it's just been Elite FC completely all over Andre so far. And I don't know if they're gassed. I don't know if it's just the matchup. I'm not sure what it is. But right now, they haven't shown me an answer yet.
Well, it's just their speed. The Elite FC's speed is completely overpowering what Team Andre is trying to do. They're trying to get their game set, but they can't because as soon as they're able to get into their offensive zone and offensive side of the field, Elite FC just completely collapses and they create a turnover and they're on the counter right then and there.
And a nasty cut. So number 7, who, by the way, was absolutely on fire, and I would easily call the player of the match so far in this one. 2 goals and an assist. Just walked off the field. He walked right past our broadcast booth looking at his wrist. He had a cut on his wrist. So we'll see what kind of shape that he's ultimately in. I mean, I'd figure he's okay. He played through and didn't seem to have any serious pain, but something happened out there where he got a pretty clean cut on the wrist there. So I figure he's going to be taped out coming out for the second half. But otherwise, I mean, they're the one that's doing all the damage. It's just been a one-sided affair. So, for Andre, if you're in this moment right now, you're sitting there on the sideline, they're all sitting there. I mean, one, they just look totally lost for answers.
Yep. Yeah, I think they just need to keep it simple, stupid. That's really what it comes down to. Just trying to figure out how you can play your game against a team that is clearly overpowering you because of their speed. You have to be able to find the open gaps in these 7v7 fields because they play to your advantage. No matter how poorly you played in the first half, you have the capabilities of opening up that field and creating advantages of the space that's naturally created in 7v7 compared to the 11-on-11 that we see in normal soccer. This game is not over, Vince. Like, that is one thing I will take away. Team Andre is 4-0-1. They're nothing to sneeze at in terms of their quality of play. Like, they're here in the Mixed-O final for a reason. They just have to calm down and realize that they are in the final for a reason.
Yeah, and right now, I mean, they're trying to coordinate now. You could see some gesturing between all of them. They're talking about different strategies of how they want to play this. And look, if they come out of the half and they show some life here, yeah, no doubt about it. Because, like, folks, here's the thing that we have seen today. A lot of goals from a distance.
Yes. And
a lot of surprise goals. I mean, the first game that we did, the women's non-binary semifinal, we saw a couple of goals that were coming in, and they were just, like, hard shots off of the inbound.
Yeah.
So to be able to get something that usually it's just a casual throw in, you don't think anything of it in an 11-on-11 game. No, it is a legitimately dangerous play in the way that this format works out because you look at the size of the field, it's not as wide as a normal soccer field. So you're playing on the width of the soccer field. So given that, yeah, you can take those shots. You can score out of nowhere. And there were a couple of times where we were like, wait, he took a shot and it went in there? Like, it's just been a crazy day. So I don't want to count him out yet either.
And I'll also say this, you kind of also want to try and be counterproductive to what the Team Elite is good at. And what I mean by that is their speed. Try and use it against them. Try to create some free kicks. Try to create some fouls. Just get them moving, and set pieces can be your clear friend to get you back in this game. 3-0 sounds like a lot in soccer. In 7v7 soccer, that's nothing.
Nothing. And we did see earlier today, we saw a match, what was it, 5-3?
Yes.
Was the final in that one. So, yeah, there's plenty of goal scoring that could be done still. And the ref just blew the whistle, so it looks like we're going to get back at it after this one. And by the way, as all this is going on to our right, getting ready to warm up, I would figure that's Spicy Meatball, as they've got the red and the black.
Yes,
gives me more
correct.
of the Spicy Meatball vibe.
Yep.
Whereas Colonial FC, just a guess, I'm thinking we'll see some sort of red, white, and blue, or maybe they don't
white.
tread on me.
Solid white, I've been told.
Oh, a solid white from them. Okay. Yeah, so that'll be our
best
next
jersey
match
of the
in
day.
20 minutes.
How do you feel? Who's your best jersey of the day so far?
Ooh, that's a good
I think
question.
it's an obvious answer, in honesty.
Really? I would say it's all due respect to the teams in the last match. I wouldn't say it was either of them. I like the colors on these uniforms, but there's not a full pop to them in the way that I would like. I guess the most personality has been the Lady Bandits.
Exactly. It's a simple one. The fact that they had Liberty Bells pasted throughout their jersey, very impressive.
Yeah, it was a nice look. It had some good movement on it visually. Is a pretty strong look.
The only critique I would say is I don't know if the orange and red works. It's tough to see.
It's a strong color. It's a strong color combo. And here we are for the second half. All right, let's see if Andre can bring some life to the table here as they're down 3-0. And it was just a complete onslaught in the first half. So can they recover right now? Elite FC taking their time. They're just moving on. That was Boston reference, Bill. You like Boston?
Yeah, they're fine.
Not the city. You don't have to care about the city. Who
I'm
cares?
going to Boston in a couple weeks.
I weep for you. What are you going for?
My anniversary.
Oh, okay.
And it's my wife and I. We just celebrated 4 years on the 30th of June. Obviously, I had a transition in my career, so we delayed a couple of vacations. So going in the first week of August.
Congratulations.
Doing Salem, Boston, and Cape Cod.
Now, I have been to Boston before. It's like in terms of places to go, it's all right. You spend a day or two there.
Yeah, that's what
I feel
we're
like
doing.
that's pretty much all you need.
Yeah, it gets your fill.
Yeah. Here we go, Elite FC. Sort of a swim move from Andre.
That's an interesting foul call. If I were to say so myself, on 9 on Team Andre.
Yeah, interesting foul call would be a good way to put it. I thought it was pretty clean because, again, he got his hand and went way over the defender. So when you're seeing a swim move like that, you're inherently trying to not touch the guy. So a little shock there, but there goes Elite FC, and they're going to have a chance here to go and try to push this even further. And wow, they really pushed that further there.
Oh, my goodness.
Surprise header back to the keeper, but he's ready to go. And now it's up to Andre to push this thing out. And to no avail. Get a little help on the outside as somebody hanging out today pushes the ball back towards the game. And we will play on. Across the middle here. Oh, I think that went right in her face.
It looked very awkward by 10 on Team Elite.
Handle it like a champ. Don't worry, nobody saw. Okay, no, it's on the broadcast. What can you do?
Yeah.
But
nobody can stop the hundreds of people listening or watching that just saw that.
But handle it like a pro. So here we go. Oh, can we get some speed here and some counter?
Finally some speed from Team Andre, but nothing doing. Screaming for a ball. Realizes that they're in the second half and they have very precious time remaining. Down 3-0.
Yeah, tried to center it there. No good. Can they get another opportunity here?
Oh,
nice
my
shot.
goodness.
Nice shot. That was the best shot of the day.
Best shot of the day and even better awareness by the keeper, 16 on Team Elite.
Yeah, excellent work there. First time he's been truly tested, and he aced that test. Here we go. Corner. All right. Andre's finding something here. This is good. This is encouraging. And I don't say that because I'm necessarily rooting for Andre. I say it because you won a good game, folks. Want it to be nice and competitive here. And so far, it's just been all Elite FC, as I've told you. So here we go. It's another chance. Oh, and the keeper again sliding. Great save by him. His ball goes out of bounds. Is this going to stay with Andre? A teammate just like trying to field the ball.
See, that
like, hey,
is a
go.
strong teammate, being able to keep the ball in front of their own field, not letting it drift away and cause any more delays on the clock.
All right, Elite FC a little lackadaisical there, and it gets pushed back into their side. And here goes Andre. They're going to have some chances here. Oh, blocks it. Okay. Man, Andre is all over it right now. Can Elite FC hold off, or is this dam going to break? And that's a goal kick. Oh, man, they really needed that one, Bill.
I thought that was a corner. Now Team Elite is in no particular hurry.
Yeah, that got dicey there. And, yep, take your time. They're definitely doing the right thing here. Just relaxing. Now you punt it all the way down and make them figure it out again. So let's see. Number 4.
6 on Team Andre, looking for a foul call. Good sweep away by Team Andre defense, though.
And then up over the shoulder of number 6 on Elite FC. And we'll go the other way unless they turn it over at midfield. Looked up, he was going to boot that one, does not. Pass it off to the defender.
And again, Team Elite coming all the way from Fairfax, Virginia to compete in this.
It's amazing.
Really, they get the sense of how wide-ranging the reach of CASA soccer is with just someone like that.
I'm going to Google map how far Fairfax, Virginia is right now.
Please, I'm going to guess at least 7 hours.
7 hours? You are completely horribly wrong.
Fine.
2:58. 2 hours and 58 minutes.
Really?
That's what it says. Maybe I drive fast. Although my car battery's dead, so not so fast today.
I just unintentionally proved to my own wife, who might be watching, how poor I am at directions.
She will be leading the way on your trip to Boston, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, as Ted's trying to work her way down the sideline here.
Google Maps will be our friend. 5 hours.
Yeah, I'd say Boston's about a 5-hour drive. We can check that.
I just looked it up because my wife was wondering how far away Gillette Stadium was from Boston. And it's about an hour outside the stadium, or outside the city. So are they really the New England Patriots? Well, I guess they really are the New England Patriots, but are they really Boston's team, Vince?
Nah, they're a bunch of losers if you ask me. Elite FC trying to push the ball up. Tom Brady especially can rot. There you go. Taking their time here. Now, this feels park the bussy.
This is very park the bussy. And, yeah, I mean, it's just a very, I don't mean to say it, but it's true. It's a very boring form of soccer, parking the bus, because you're not doing much. You're just kind of playing keep away. The only hope is the opposing team, Team Andre in this scenario, is able to create a turnover in their own zone and make something happen out of it, because that is the only thing that could happen at this point.
There's just not a lot of space for it, though. That's the thing.
Problem.
It's like if you're playing such a conservative style, you're almost laying the ball into your own net if you turn it over. It's just so tight in a field like this. So even with 7-on-7, you know, the sizing is tight. So we'll see here as Elite FC hasn't had a chance in a little bit here. Because, again, probably trying to put that bus in park.
That's right.
School bus, SEPTA bus, party bus.
Right now they're feeling a party bus because you're up 3-0 in your mixed-o final. You're feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, this is like regular season. You're parking the school bus.
Yep.
7-on-7 here. This is a party bus vibe for sure. Bill plays Metallica on his party bus.
That's right.
See if Andre can make something happen.
Along with Megadeth.
There you go. Who is your favorite band right now? Or who are you listening to a lot these days, Bill?
Halsey.
Oh, okay.
Halsey, I think, is one of the best artists out there right now. Yeah, she has incredible music.
She has that song. Oh, my God. Doesn't she have that song of like, hey, I didn't have a baby with you, and
yes,
you should be sad.
You should be
sad. That song, listen to the lyrics of You Should Be Sad if you haven't heard it, people. That is a knife in the heart. I mean, that is a devastating song lyrically.
You Should Be Sad is one of my favorite songs on that album, Manic. I believe that's her second studio album. You can also check out my favorite song, 3 a.m. That's my go-to, like, start of the playlist song. You always want to have that starting strong.
Better than Matchbox 20's 3 a.m.?
That's right.
Great jam. Shout out to Matchbox 20. Does not sponsor the broadcast, but could.
Matchbox 20 what? Last put out an album in 2003. It's been a while.
They had one album that came out maybe in 2010.
Oh, good. 12 years.
But I think it was more of a compilation and like some junk.
Greatest hits?
Yeah, the greatest hits. So they got a lot. All right. I will yell about Matchbox 20 beat tracks to the high heavens as Andre is trying to find something here. They had some momentum early. Can't seem to find it now in this half.
Vince, you know what I'm going to yell about?
What?
Pick up soccer at CASA.
There you go.
Are you looking to play some soccer but don't have the time to commit to a full season? Or maybe you want to get some extra work in between the games? Check out CASA's open pickup events. They're part of our meetup group, which includes clinics, watch parties, and other CASA events. Scan the QR code in the top right corner of your screen there to join the 4,500 other people in CASA's meetup group. Excuse me, I've got this right. Other people in CASA's meetup.com group. This is a terribly written copy then. CASA's meetupgroup.com and stay in the know. I'm going to show it to Vince right now to show that
where it says, let's see, to join the 4,500 other people in CASA's meetup.com group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Written a little funky.
I mean, I'm not the greatest copywriter.
That's all right.
I try. We're all wearing multiple hats today, Bill.
It's our first broadcast together. Some kinks in the road.
That's right. A lot of kinks for Andre so far. And by the way, I think 17 might have been on Lady Bandits FC earlier today. I don't know. But I think she's swapped uniforms.
Interesting.
And been playing a lot of games today. Looks like her, but we've been in the booth, so can't say for certain. Phenomenal earlier in that game, though. I mean, if that was her, she scored the 2 goals for the Lady Bandits, was absolutely phenomenal. So maybe she's something that can turn the tide here. As Elite FC getting a chance down the field, not making anything of it.
That would make sense as we see some Lady Bandits on the sideline over there.
There you go. I think we're starting to put some puzzle pieces together here, Bill. And let's see if Andre can do the same. Ball to the outside. You got to launch that.
Oh.
Yep.
I appreciate that effort. 16 kind of saw it. The keeper saw it kind of the whole way, but it was a good effort nonetheless.
Yeah, it was a good ball. Got it where it needed to be. Just good defense.
Typically, you see that kind of shot go to the far side of the post on our far left on the broadcast, but he went near side to try to keep the keeper off his toes, keep him on his toes, and he came up big.
All right, Andre coming down again, but nothing doing. So here we are, midfield. 4 has all the space in the world. Pass it off. Nine down the sideline now with a little energy and force here. It's been a while, and there's a goal.
Just unmatched. That sharp angle, the keeper tried to square himself up. Went far side, exactly how he wanted the keeper to go, setting up for that far side post, 4-0.
I mean, just that easy. It's back and forth, back and forth. They find their spot. He just gets a little burst to get around the edge there, and that's it. Seals it. I mean, it's a solid shot, but it's a kill shot if you're Andre. I mean, they really need something horribly bad here as they try to get something on net. Nothing doing. And Elite able to push it back out here in the midfield, but you can see it from Andre now. I mean, this is pure desperation time for them.
Yeah, we're approaching the 13th minute mark.
So about 7 minutes left in this half, which is the final here for the Mixto. And 7 with the roller. You've got to be kidding me. He shakes the handoff, which he wrapped up from the cut in the first half. That is his 3rd goal. The man is a hat trick.
That was a beautiful cutback. Keep the goalie thinking he's going on to that right side of the net. Cut it back. Just a slow dribbler into the left side corner.
And now for Andre, it's all about pride. I mean, really, I can't see him coming back in this one. I think it's going to take a miracle. They just got to fight and try to make the most of the moment here.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, like we just said, it's about 14 minutes in, entering the 14th minute, of the game. 5-0, 6 minutes to go. It's a tall order.
Very rough. But yeah, for number 7, I mean, just a phenomenal game for him.
Luckily for them, we're on a college campus, so there's plenty of bars to go to after the match to sow your sorrows.
And for those of you at home, if you're looking for the next match, just a couple of minutes down the road, that'll be the Division I men's final here for the Icarus Cup. A lot of Icarus Cups handed out. You got a close look at it, Bill. What'd you make of the trophy?
It's a nice looking trophy. Very nice. Nice little silver or chrome look to it.
Okay.
Very easy to put a beverage in there.
That's key. Key for any good trophy, I would say.
It's what makes the Stanley Cup so great.
That's right.
Can't do anything with the Lombardi trophy or the Larry O'Brien trophy. What are those?
No, they look nice, but you want a cup. You definitely want a cup.
Even the Commissioner's Trophy in baseball. You know what? I'm going to have a hot take. I didn't want to do a hot take on a broadcast, but I'll do it.
All right.
Stanley Cup's the best trophy. Icarus Cup, second best trophy in sports.
And there you go. If you have favorite trophies, feel free to hit us up in the comments. You know, we got you on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. And wherever you're watching, make sure you're following, subscribing, all that good stuff. CASA on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So you can find them there, CASA Soccer. And they'll be sure to have a lot of updates because there's a lot of stuff going on with this league, folks. I mean, as Bill's been telling you, pairing up with the EPSL. So we got some semi-pro connections that are going on here now to go with 5-on-5 and 7-on-7 and everything in between. Shot from the outside, no good. That'll disrupt the other game going on the left side of the field. So we're back up and running on both sides now. 3 games of action. Looks like the women's mixed final taking place to our right. Women's non-binary. Team over there called Nutcrackers. The Nutcrackers playing to our right. Strong contest earlier. As Elite FC with another opportunity across the middle. This is going to be laid up. Can she nail it? And she does.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man, this is a rout.
It's been a rout.
It's a complete rout, folks. That is going to be 6-0 here for Elite FC, who have lived up to their name in every stretch of the imagination. I mean, it's just...
You don't come all the way up to Philadelphia from Fairfax, Virginia, just to lose in the final.
Fair enough.
That's how I see this.
It's been worth it. You figure probably a hotel for them as well, overnight stay. It's been a 2-day tournament, Saturday and Sunday.
Well, I don't know. All of a sudden we found out it's about a 3-hour drive. You could go home. It's only 3:30 in the afternoon.
You could, but I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. You can find out in the post game, Bill.
Now who's the one that doesn't know directions? Still me.
Here comes Andre FC. Trying to get a chance. Here comes 17. Oh!
Ding.
Our mic's not broken.
It is not.
Picked up that sound quite well. And we'll see if we get pelted still, which we have not yet. Because obviously, as you can see, normally with a press box like this, you're watching the game from the side view, but we do have a net literally right in front of us. CASA officials were scared that we would get pelted with a soccer ball. And we still might. There is still hope for some of you. As Elite FC is going to get another chance. Oh, no, they're falling over. And oh, man. We almost got 7.
If we get to what are the odds on your thoughts on 10?
10? Today?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, we only have
in a single game, probably not.
We only have about 3 minutes left, so it's a very tough. But there was just another goal, so we're at 7.
Number 12, celebrating that one. She had one of the early goals to really break this thing open. That was goal number 2 on the day. So celebrations from number 12.
And you can just tell the team Andre is dejected right now.
Yeah, they're done. I don't know why. Well, they've made substitutions already, so these are the people.
You have another ball in. Oh, never mind. I was going to say, try and score both balls at once. You got 2 goals right there, right?
All right, well, if we go 2 balls in play, maybe that spices things up a little bit and can force a comeback. Totally different game then, Bill. All right, Elite brushes it back. And they will certainly take their sweet time in this one because there's no reason to rush anything.
No rush at all. We're about into the 19th minute here.
So this one will be wrapping pretty much any minute.
And there's not going to be any injury time. If this referee wants to show mercy, he'll blow the whistle right at the 20th minute mark.
You would figure that'd be good form in this case, especially tournament structure. Got to keep things on schedule. Otherwise, we'll charge overtime, Bill.
Are we charging? I guess we are.
Hot dogs are our billing of choice.
I could go for a hot dog right now.
I could go for pretty much anything. I'm pretty hungry, but we got business to do, Bill. As here we go, Andre down the side. Launches right over the top of the net. That's going to go into the other game. Women's non-binary game gets interrupted there for a moment, but no major harm done. So we'll regroup. goalies haven't punted it the same way I thought they would in a setup like this. I mean, I had a question before we ever even did the broadcast today if there was a goalie that could maybe even punt it into the net. I mean, some of these keepers, the legs on them, to be able to launch that thing.
Yeah.
Get it really close at least. And I mean, you could basically have it as a super extreme corner where your goalie just boots it.
It's a good point.
50 yards, and you see if you can make something of it.
Do it.
So there we go. That'll be the end of the Mixto final here as Elite FC just completely all over this one from start to finish, goal after goal, finish after finish. And they end this one 6-0.
Incredible. I mean, just a 7-0.
7. I couldn't even
You missed a goal.
I missed a goal. It got that high, or I can't count that high. It's one of the two. Some handshakes on the sideline there, so a lot of good sportsmanship, no hard feelings between Andre and the players of Elite FC.
At the end of the day, we're just talking about a game. Because sportsmanship's always good to see.
They've handled it well, so Bill's going to go downstairs. And we'll get another interview here with somebody from Elite FC down on the sideline as we get ready. The Spicy Meet the Ball. I've already seen a man now for the Spicy Meet the Balls who's got some great hair and a heck of a mustache. And he gave the Italian hands already, which is really what it's all about, isn't it? I mean, if you want anything, a guy in the Spicy Meet the Balls with the Italian hands will certainly do it. They're going to be playing Colonial FC for the Division I Men's Championship here at the Icarus Cup. And shout out to the Icarus Cup, or the people at Icarus FC, I should say, who supplied all the beautiful uniforms that you see people wearing today. So if you're looking for uniforms for your team, make sure to look them up. Bill's getting ready downstairs as they celebrate and lift the cup. So picture time for them. As everybody else starts to warm up, you can see Colonial on the far side of the field. White uniforms, perhaps a red stripe is what it looks like. Pretty sharp-looking uniform for them. So we'll have Division I finals action here in just a minute, as we've had a full day of soccer so far, and appreciate everybody that's been sticking through us throughout the day. As we've gone from the women's non-binary semis over to the Division II final. Then we have the Mixto final that just played out and the championship game here. So a lot of cups being handed out, a lot of excitement. It's been 2 hard days full of work in the hot sun, and yesterday you had the rain. So they've been battling the elements in a lot of capacities here to get to this point. And there's going to be a lot of great pictures for the gram. On the gram, they will be loving it. So Bill seeming to have a hard time getting a hold of somebody because they walked off the field on the opposite end. So he's looking at us like, can we get a look at Bill? Bill's he's struggling down there. Bill's going to go on the hunt and see if he can get himself across the field and find somebody. And I think I'm more entertained in Bill than anything else right now until this match starts. There he goes. That's a graceful jog right there from Bill Kornfeld. And now he's been stopped by our cameraman, Tim, who's hopefully got some feedback. Tim, pretty much a dog out there and very aggressive in finding people. So, or did Tim get eluded? There seems to be some hand gesturing to suggest that maybe they didn't land somebody. So the people from Elite FC are going to escape the wrath of Bill Kornfeld's questioning after their victory. So is Bill going to hang? Maybe he is. Maybe he isn't. Oh, Bill's, yeah. All right, we do have someone in store. Bill's giving me the point. Shout out to Tim, the cameraman, who likely secured that, and we will get ready. In the meantime, for this championship action, folks, as the ref's blown the whistle, we've got some people stretching. We're getting some attention here, so no kickoff yet. And there it is. Spicy Meet the Balls. Getting ready to go here.
Vince, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Bill.
All right. Well, in the meantime, before I get the MVP of the Mixto final, I'll help you out here on the sideline for the Division I final.
Like that work by you, Bill. You're a true pro. So here we go. Spicy Meet the Ball. The shot right off the top and defended by the keeper. He gets down there. Big save.
Early chances here by Meatball.
You love to see it. Okay, maybe I am biased in this one. It's just happening. I don't know anybody on either of these teams, but you know what? Spicy meatball has stolen my heart and my appetite. I might order Italian after this one. So let's see what they can do here in the early stages. Okay, give up on that one. Easy ball for Colonial to corral. Some back and forth on the sideline here. Down to number 10.
Vince, how much if I get hit by a ball?
Oh, I will laugh so hard. And then maybe I'll buy you some meatballs if we order Italian.
That's a fair exchange. I'm okay with that.
There we go. That works. That's a deal. That's a date. Oh, and Nolan joining us here in the booth. Nolan Bear, president of CASA Soccer. And Nolan, you want to get on mic for a second here? I got to talk to you. I mean, your team won today. You got another cup in the trophy case here. So what can you tell us about your championship win earlier today?
Yeah, I think we need to sign up for Division II next year.
That sounds like it. Sounds like it. I got to tell you, man, what was it, 16 for you guys today? Tall guy, number 16, he ripped a goal early for you. Phenomenal game from him. I thought he played really strong today.
16.
Yeah, he's a big fella playing in the midfield, I want to say.
I think it might have been Mike. Interesting fact, he actually won 2 finals today. He went for the D3 team, and then he went and played for another D2 team and won 2 finals in one day. He's
ridiculous.
The most successful person in the whole tournament.
Wow. So, yeah, is there a lot of that going on in terms of people? Because you have so many different divisions going on. So you've got, mixto, women's non-binary. Like, I feel like I saw a player from one of the women's teams go over, play in the mixto, and then now she's back over there again. So, like 4 games of soccer in a single day minimum.
Yeah, I think you have your turf rats, and they're going to be here all day. And, you have playoff consolation games that need a couple extra people, and it works. It's not always a perfect science. You're not always going to have the full roster you started with, but as long as it's the core of the team and it's people having a good time, that's what really matters. So,
no doubt about it. We've been having a great time today. A lot of great games. As Spicy Meat the Balls, as I will say that as much as I can, like that, tries to take a corner there, and Colonial rebounding, knocked out of bounds.
What's the score here?
So, brand new game here, so no goals yet.
0-0.
Yep, 0-0. Bill's down there. He's going to be getting an interview from somebody on Elite FC after they regroup. Looks like they're coming over now with the cup. And, just shout out to you guys. Hell of a tournament. Being a part of all this, seeing all the people out, organization, all the games right after back-to-back, balls going out of the stadium, doesn't stop things. You guys
did you get hit today? Any
we have not been hit yet, but you sound excited for the opportunity.
I almost got hit earlier, so I just wanted to see if I was alone on that one or not.
Our cameraman, Tim, who's been wandering around and taking shots. Oh, as we get a goal here from Colonial FC to break this open, a nice header from the cross, and he drills that in, a thumbs up from number 13. As they will reset at midfield, and Bill Kornfeld has his own goal. He's finally landed somebody from Elite FC. What's going on, Bill?
Vince, not only did I get someone from Elite FC, the winners of the mixed-do final, I have the MVP here, Marco. Marco, how are you feeling? That was a dominating performance, 7-0 over the team. How do you feel?
Feel great, though. Appreciate that. Thank you, all you guys, for the support and everything. You can see the team effort that we did, and we just left it everything in the field, though.
You won the MVP. Let's take a look at that MVP trophy. That's How do you feel about getting on with that honor?
Well, I feel great, helping other teams, scoring, those goals and stuff like that to get the team to the final and stuff like that. So it felt great. Great. I'm really happy, though, and representing, our team, Elite, right here. So we're really excited, and we're just going to enjoy it now.
Yeah. And you guys came all the way from Fairfax, Virginia. What caused you to bring? What's the appeal to Icarus Cup and CASA Soccer? Like that's an impressive drive to come all the way over here.
Yeah. Like you see the jerseys. We represent them, and they invited us to come, and do the tournament. We did. It was a 3-hour drive, but it was worth it, So, like I said, we're really happy now.
Awesome. Well, enjoy the night, Marcus. Congratulations, Marco. Excuse me. Enjoy it, and congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate that.
All right,
Vince, back to you.
As that interview was going on, another goal from Colonial FC as they made some work down the sideline and were able to make a really clean pitch there in the middle of the field for an easy goal. So 2-0 from them really early in this one as Bill worked his way back up into the booth. And I mean, Nolan, you've had a busy couple of days here, I imagine. What are you doing after this once the tournament wraps up here?
We're gonna clean up all the goals, all the cones, everything, typical style, and then I think the tournament team will have a nice dinner and enjoy the evening. So,
oh, there you go, a little celebratory meal. You love to hear it. And I also want to say shout out to the people at Icarus for putting all these uniforms together. And I guess they're the driving sponsors of this tournament. Be the best way to put it.
Yeah, I mean it is. Icarus is a sponsor, of CASA. Throughout the year, so as part of an agreement with them, we throw on this huge tournament with them, and all the other sponsors in the back that made this possible. Fifth Season, Pliable. Another goal.
Unbelievable. Yeah, another goal from the corner, right out into the middle, an easy goal. It's just thumbs up and like casual, ruthless business from these guys. They're just like, yep, no big deal. It's 3 goals in the final here. No problem. It's like 7 minutes into this game, and it's already been 3-0. This is a runaway freight train all of a sudden. Do you know either of these teams, Nolan? Have you been around these guys at all?
Yeah, definitely. Colonial SC is a very good side. They play in the USLPA. A lot of the players play in CASA as well. Spicy Meatballs have been around for a while. It's a ton of guys who have been playing in our league. And both teams have done really well to make the final. Division 1 is no joke here for sure. And I hope the game, evens up a little bit, but either way, getting here is an accomplishment in itself. So
yeah, definitely an accomplishment in itself. Now, Nolan, I know you've had a really busy day, so I don't want to keep you too long. Is there anything else you want to say before we free you to go celebrate with your team again?
Well, the team's left. I think they're gonna take a nice bath and shower, but just thank everybody who came out and had a fun time. I think it's the people, the volunteers that make it happen. It's not a one-person operation. It's the whole community. So hope everybody had fun and see you all at next year's competition.
There you go.
Nolan, before you get out of here, I was obviously down there. Did you guys talk about the neighborhood cup at all that's coming up this summer?
I can talk about it right now.
Yeah, because I think this is so cool. If you haven't heard, it's going to be a 7v style tournament, but it's World Cup style. But instead of countries, we're talking about Philadelphia neighborhoods. I think that's an incredible concept. Tell us about it.
Definitely. So the neighborhood cup starts the 18th. We'll start out with, we're always looking for free agents for it. We have 20 different neighborhoods from Philadelphia, South Jersey area on the Abierto side, and then another 6 on the women's non-binary side. Each neighborhood has a captain who is from that neighborhood and has been sourcing people from that area. But, there's always a few team spots to fill. So there's always, even if you don't live in one of the areas listed, and, they're on our website, whether it be Kensington, whether it be, Mount Holly, New Jersey, whether it be Fairmount, there's a way to get involved. It's a great tournament. This is first year kicking off, and it's only going to continue to grow. It's 7v7 Monday nights, South Philadelphia and Temple. South House Bar nearby is the sponsor. And yeah, it should be a great time.
Awesome.
Every Monday night for about 4 to 6 weeks.
That's incredible. I love it. And if there's still time to sign up, the deadline is tomorrow. So if you can still want to sign up, you can do that at phillysoccer.org, right?
Yep. And if there's any open space during the week, we'll definitely be able to accommodate on some teams. Other teams are full, but we always want to get everybody involved that's interested in playing. So
awesome. Well, hopefully we can join you in that.
Yeah,
that'll be awesome.
Definitely.
All right. Well, yeah, Nolan, thanks so much, man. Glad we could get you in the booth.
Yeah, thanks for the time. You guys are doing a great job, and have a good rest of the day.
All right, sounds good, man. Thanks for having us. It's been an absolute blast. Although for the guys here on Spicy Meet the Ball, it's been a hard time. I mean, it's 3-0 already, Bill. And I don't know if you've been able to catch much of it, but it's just been great passing on the front end. These guys having the ability to find each other, create wide open shots, make the most of it. It's been excellent work. He goes off the top. He gets a rebound, and they're passing again. It's great defense.
I would say that's a little too cheeky there by 10. Yeah, had the easy open net. And
very selfless.
Yeah.
Very selfless.
Wow. So, okay,
should be 4-0 right now.
That was hectic. And yeah, you know what, Nolan, you're welcome to stay for the whole time. So I didn't want to push you out. I just didn't know if you had places to be. So yeah, if you want to hang,
I do
great.
soon, but I'll hang for a little bit.
Yeah,
awesome.
stay as long as you want then. So corner here from Colonial FC as they're going to head it into the middle and shot out there by the Meatballs.
And we got a breakaway developing here, a 3-on-2.
Yeah, he's got a good bit of space, and he launched it earlier. Number 10 did.
Nolan, what are you seeing the differences of the classic style of soccer, 11-on-11, and then what we're seeing today, 7-on-7s? I think there's some distinct differences. What do you see?
Definitely. In the sevens game, it's it's a little bit less running, or a lot less running. It's on third of the field, so more technical play. And it's, offensively, the best teams you're going to see are really stretch the space. You know, they bring it out through the middle, look to hit the wide players early, and really stretch the opposition because it is a really wide space to cover for 7 players. The teams that do well versus the teams that don't, it's really about chemistry, technical ability, finishing. You could have a game where you have 10 solid chances, don't score any, and lose 3-0 easily.
Yeah.
It feels like
or
it's
more. Could be 6-7, and chances are even. So
it feels like it's very heavily motivated by the counter attack, creating from the backside and then working your way up the field on the counter.
Definitely. And there's no offside, so you'll see teams will put someone just cherry picking on the opposite side and be able to get away with it.
We were talking about this earlier. So
it's a very interesting strategy, but it pays off.
Don't you think it's a little unfair though, cherry picking a player in the back?
Nope.
Oh,
and a launch from the meatballs.
Wow.
Is that off the inside of the post and out? Oh,
Yeah.
that's brutal. As they've been down 3-0 in this one, and that was a moon ball that was excellently placed. He just didn't get the luck from the post. Oh my goodness.
No VAR needed for that one, but it was very close.
Yeah, we don't need VAR at CASA. Too much trouble.
VAR CASA 2040.
We'll get it implemented in time.
Video assistance referee for those that are unfamiliar with VAR.
Wow. Okay, so Spicy Meatballs here, trying to get some chances. They did get one a little bit earlier, but it hasn't been a whole lot of opportunity for them so far. They're starting to show some signs of life. Not sure if they're just getting settled in or an adjustment in tactics so far, because it's been an onslaught from Colonial FC as they're up, so quick. And again, it was that, like you were talking about, Nolan, it's going out into the space, getting room on the wings, finding that nice centering opportunity, and just making an easy goal. Yeah,
as the game wears on, you're going to see a classic style from teams where they get the ball out wide, they make a penetrating run, and then they send somebody to the back post unmarked, and the outside mid just isn't tracking back. If you look here, tries to play it across, and number 10 couldn't get there soon enough, but that's really the concept. You play it out wide, you play it across to somebody in the back post, and completely unmarked, tap it in.
Yeah, so right now, it's for Colonial, they've been doing a lot of that, but what we saw throughout the day too, some of these teams, what's unique about this 7-on-7 is the ability to take a shot from almost anywhere, and you do have a decent chance to put it on the net.
Definitely.
So some of these rockets from the circle, people are taking it. If they get enough room, then not enough right there. It was able to stay in the hip pocket, but you get a guy like that with a step of space from the circle, they just launch it, and they got every reason to do it. So it's been really exciting. We've also seen a lot of goals this way, especially in the first match we did today. Right off the side, just launching it right into the middle of the net.
Yeah.
And finding somebody to slam it home. So
it's a big target, and really people will open up from half field or even greater back. The keeper spills, deflection, and your guy's right in to put that away. So really opens up the number of chances and opportunities. It's a different game from 11v11. Some would say more exciting one, but equally enjoyable.
No doubt enjoyable. As we've been here at Vidas Field all day at Drexel University for the Icarus Cup. And it's been a really busy couple of hours, very fun couple of hours. Hundreds of people, it feels like, coming and going, all sorts of food stands, trucks, and just been a really busy day. And so here we are now. Not sure if you got a clock on this one, Bill, unofficial time, but
I have no idea what the clock is.
I would say we're past the halfway mark for sure in this first half.
But Nolan, since you're here, I'm going to talk about CASA's launch, how you guys are launching a new division this fall that will literally take things to a whole new level. You're introducing CASA Select. CASA Select is a competitive league separate from CASA's existing structure, where the winner will be promoted to the local semi-league, the EPSL. So if you're looking to climb the highest levels, this is your chance. Registration is now open, so make sure you sign up using the QR code in the top right corner of the screen. We'll leave that up for a few minutes. Or by going to CASAsoccerleagues.com/select. All games are played on Sunday. Nolan, give us an idea. What's it like in the Select League, or what you anticipate it to be?
Yeah. So,
another
nice
goal from Colonial. My goodness, and there it is off the inbound again. So finds the opportunity right to the middle of the field. Well executed, Heather, and it's just business as usual for Colonial. Unbelievable.
Yeah, great start for them. Yeah, CASA Select is a new division on Sundays that we're starting up in the fall. We have our traditional Saturday 11v11 promo relegation structure, but we want to offer something different that's USSF division that teams can eventually find their way up into the EPSL or greater divisions. Completely separate structure, but good quality as well. So looking to just expand the number of teams we have in our league. I'm, looking forward to having that added to our fall repertoire.
Yeah, really cool thing to see you guys building that up and just being a part of this is, like you said, with the Neighborhood Cup, adding that to the equation, just keeps growing and growing and growing. How long's the Icarus Cup been going for now?
Icarus Cup is in its second year.
Okay.
So last year was the first year. We wanted to have it in 2020, but couldn't because of COVID. So 2021 was a hit. Planning stages for that began in November 2020, which was a dark place and very difficult to know what was going to happen in the spring. We stuck with it and turned out a great product, and this is the end result of that.
And almost resulting in a goal for the Spicy Meatballs, who are desperate to get one, and a little bit wide to the right. So now we're going to regroup here. Looks like a corner, though, so I guess it was deflected. I thought it just went wide. All right, credit to the keeper.
Yeah.
So here we go, corner, and that's caught.
Nolan, what would your advice be to the Spicy Meatballs right now in their mindset to try and climb back into this?
Yeah, in 7v7 you get down. It's really mentality. Let's see what happens here. It looks like they get out of jail.
Been so dangerous. Oh, didn't hit us. It was in the ballpark, but didn't hit us.
Yeah, it's really mentality. You go down a couple goals and you feel like giving up. But games change so quickly in 7v7. You have a fast break. You charge 30 yards up the field and you're already in the side of the goal. So, they really need to keep solid defensively, stay compact, try to stretch when they can in the counter. Colonial is obviously a very technical team with extremely skilled players, but Spicy Meatballs didn't get here for no reason. They have it as well. So it's really about, building as a team, working as a team, and not giving an inch. You let that fourth goal in or fifth, it really can change a game. But you get 1-2 back, you're right back in it. Colonial's heads might turn. So,
especially in that shorter time frame.
Yeah.
We're talking about only 45-minute total game.
Yeah.
That the sense of urgency certainly is expedited under that kind of pressure.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, you can get across the field in about 5 seconds if you have enough pace. So, and here they go again for another chance.
And that just, wow, it rolls in a slow burn right into the keeper.
Great back heel.
Wow. Okay. So sneaky goal there, and we're at a 4-2 game.
That was eerily similar to the Joe Hart let up goal in the United States versus England 2014 World Cup in South Africa. That's how I saw that.
Didn't people try to burn down his house after that? I feel like it ended pretty poorly.
Well, soccer's
2010.
2010. Yep. I'm sorry. Yes. 2014 was Brazil.
No worries. And that was actually Rob Green. Threw right through his legs in 2010.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal. As Colonial's making a move here. Working down the sideline. Some space at a skied boot there. Not sure if it came off his foot right.
Do you have expectations for the U.S. team this year in 2022, Nolan?
Yeah, I think after a World Cup out, there's a lot to prove. I'd like to see them at least get out of the group stage. Minimum goal for the country should be, quarterfinals. But if they get there, who knows what could happen next? They have a very talented young squad, obviously shown in what was a strong CONCACAF group. Canada's up and coming, Mexico's up and coming. So they're getting tested more than they have in the past. It's shown that they didn't make the 2018 World Cup. So it'll be interesting to see, honestly, as North America, how they do on a world stage, because you only really play aside from some random friendlies, you really only play the teams from your confederation. So that's really the limit of what you're tested. So I'm interested to see how they do against some world powers like England. Wales is definitely no joke either with Gareth Bale, and Iran could surprise a few too. So small steps, make out the group stage and go from there.
So there you go. Nolan just guaranteed the World Cup for the U.S. right here on the broadcast. There's a shot from a distance, and you got to be kidding me. As number 6 tumbles over and pushes that ball into the net, and just as the Spicy Meatballs get a goal to start to bring this back a little bit and close the gap, it gets extended again, 5-2 game.
That was almost a funky little first touch there, but he was able to collect himself and immediately fire it into the bottom corner.
That is just is ridiculous.
Great composure.
Man, okay, and is that the whistle for halftime there? Is that for our game?
One way to make a statement.
Wow,
Yeah.
So that is just brutal there. So, okay, Meatballs are going to go to the sidelines. They're going to have a lot to talk about in this one for sure, because, I mean, they've had, very few opportunities, and they've made the most of the ones that they've gotten, but they got to find some way to get that ball out in the midfield because they're just getting crushed when it comes to time of possession. I mean, it's been a really rough start for them. And I wonder if it's because you think, I mean, now it's late in the day. You've been around for 2 days. You played a lot of games. Some of these guys, multiple teams or whatever it is. And are they just getting tired? Like, I'm not quite sure what happened, but it felt like Colonials had to jump on them from the minute this game started.
Yeah, Colonials always been a solid side coming to this tournament, and I think they had a point to prove, and they've been proving it so far. But for Spicy's, it's 6th game in 2 days. It's a lot. But like you said with the fatigue, players can easily, with it, they're tired, make different decisions they normally would if they were completely fresh. So I think this game's still in the balance. I think 3 goals in 7v7 is not a huge lead at all.
Yep.
And 1 goal and it's completely different game. So,
Bill, what have you been seeing?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, what's so unique about sevens is because the field is so much narrower and confined, the counterattack is your friend. You got to start using that, and you can see a quick 3-goal lead diminish into a tie game very quickly.
Yeah, they're going to have to work hard and fast. They're going to have to get in their center mid's feet, try to get it wide, but play 1-2 touch. The more time they have the ball, the more time it takes Colonial to get back and set in their defense. So,
no, let me ask, obviously in 11s, a lot of the formations are 4-3-3, 4-4-2, stuff like that. What do you usually see in these kind of 7v7s? Is it not as orchestrated as that, or is it like just a simple 3-3 middle and back, or is it something similar?
Yeah, I've yet to see a 3-3, but there's probably someone doing it out there. You have 2-3-1, 3-2-1, and those will morph into, as players get tired, honestly, will morph into a 2-4 or 3-3, but there is a lot of ground vertically to cover. So, if you just try to do 2 banks of players, you won't have enough depth to cover up and back.
Right.
So, yeah, typically teams start out 2-3-1, 3-2-1, but it's extremely fluid. A defender will go forward, somebody else is drop back, take his place. And, the teams that do the best are the teams that recognize that concept and are able to have good spatial awareness and make sure that you have right people in the right spots at all times.
I know Vince and I have noticed even the keeper kind of plays up a little bit in the right circumstances a lot more often in 11s, or excuse me, in 7s compared to 11s. Like, is that a strategy, or is it just kind of like the keeper feels a little bit more relaxed to push up a little bit compared to 11s?
Yeah, I think you'll see it a lot in like the futsal 5v5 style too, but the less players that are on the field, the more and more there's an impetus for the keeper to get involved in the game with their feet. And you're starting to see it at 11s level as well, but they're basically acting as a separate defender to facilitate movement of the ball. Because if you see the way that Colonial is lined up right now, when they get the ball back, I'll point it out.
As the meatball's trying to back
good
heel
save.
Inverted away.
So usually 2 players will slide like that. There's number 7 sitting in the mid. He sits a little deeper, but you'll see the keeper creep up because if one of the defenders on the outside gets into trouble, he wants to be in position where they can get back to them.
Keeper way out of the net, and Colonial again finding somebody open in the middle for an easy score. It's a 6-2 game, just a minute into the second half here. My goodness. And you're just talking about the freedom of the goalies. I mean, he was way out there on that one. And, I mean, I get what he's going for, and you got to make aggressive plays, but devastating. Just a devastating play for them.
Seems like he didn't really recognize how little help he had on the backside on that keeper as he tried to close off the attacking player.
So, time to dig deep here. Can they be the spicy or dare I say spiciest meatballs?
Good move.
We got about 20 minutes in this half, folks. So there is plenty of time. And like Nolan was just saying a couple of minutes ago, it is 7-on-7. There's a lot of goal scoring. We've seen it all throughout the day. But they're going to have to find it quick to get over a lead like this. Ball deep down.
And here's where you see the goalkeeper act as a facilitator of movement. He doesn't have a lot of options there. Just lay it off back and then swing it around.
Yeah, keepers have been really heavily involved today, and I've liked seeing that. I mean, the pace of this as a 7-on-7 is really fun. It's electric at times. All these it's like counter, and you get so many chances in a short amount of time. Meatballs get the turnover at the midfield and turn it right back. Looks like we just got a final for the women's non-binary division. shaking hands at midfield over there. And
another goal here.
And another goal, my goodness, as the hands are on their head for the spicy meatballs, and they should be. I mean, that is...
Is the keeper trying to do too much here? He just seems completely out of position. He was left the net wide open again. I don't know if he's just trying to close off the attacking player and hoping that he has a defender on the backside behind him to close off any trailing attacker, but very interesting play or lackluster play by the goalie, that's for sure.
Yeah, they have an adage, it's never the keeper's fault. Sometimes it is. Might have been
yeah. He's playing very aggressive, almost too aggressive for a 7v7 match.
Yeah, he's trying to get his team forward, and the best way to do that is get forward himself. So, and you run that risk, especially when trying to chase a lead.
And that's the tough thing too, right? Like when you're down so much as a goalie, I mean, first off, you've allowed all these goals. So there's a frustration there, but there's only so much you can do. So yeah, if he's trying to be more aggressive to get things moving, I understand it. But I mean, they're in just such a monstrous hole at this point. And by the way, folks, this is a title game. I mean, this is the Division I Men's Championship here for the Icarus Cup. And as we've gotten early in this second half, it's gone from ugly to catastrophic here for the Spicy Meatballs.
Now, do some of these teams also play 11-on-11 a lot, or do they just kind of stick to what they feel comfortable with in terms of 7s and 11s?
No, these are all 11v11 players converted to 7s for this tournament. That you'll see. Most of the players play 11v11, but only, they come for these 7v7 tournaments and 7v7 weeknight leagues too. So every one of these players plays 11v11 in some capacity in CASA's leagues.
I keep it to FIFA personally. I don't really belong on the field, but I like to watch. As Colonial, my goodness, it just bounced outside.
What a save.
Wow.
Great save.
That was inches away from being, I mean, what would that have been? 7? 8? It's hard to keep track at this point.
Literally.
Wow. And as we see, what was the team we had earlier today? Nutcrackers. Nutcracker FC did, in fact, win the women's non-binary. We saw them in our first match today that we broadcasted, if you were watching earlier. They're all lining up and taking some pictures now. Big smiles. Nice Icarus cup. Bill was admiring the cup, by the way. He's a big fan of the
nice
trophy.
Cup. Very easy to put a nice beverage in there for celebration.
Definitely.
Yeah,
that's the aim. I did not pick those out. That was all Icarus, so props to them.
Good for them.
Just wonder where my notes were from earlier. Realized I've been sitting on them somehow for the past God knows how long. Mystery solved. Ball out of bounds here on the back end. And we'll be getting a corner from the Spicy Meatballs. Are there any other ludicrous, funny, notable names in all the, you have so many divisions, so many teams.
I think Mark Wahlberg's cousins is the first one that comes to mind.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's been around for a while, too.
That's so good.
Have they tried eliciting a sponsor from Wahlburgers and everything?
I don't think so yet, but it's definitely an idea for the future.
Shout out to Mark Wahlberg's cousins. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Will they be participating in the neighborhood cup or anything like that? Or
it's not a neighborhood.
You can still have a name. Just because you're not Kensington FC doesn't mean you can't compete.
Yeah, I mean, the neighborhood cup is more about getting players from those neighborhoods to come and form a new team, which is the cool thing about it, because ultimately we play with our friends, 98% of the time, but it's a way to get some friends and then meet some new people. So it's a really good social experience. And they played today in today's tournament, this weekends, and they'll be back in the fall too.
Excellent.
Very cool.
Yeah,
it seems like some other names too, if I can think of any off the top of my head.
Yeah, feel free to drop them as you think of them. We still got some time left here. As the Spicy Meatballs trying to make something happen, deflect it out, and they'll get a corner.
Hey, you guys over at CASA just seem to have a great system. You have everything going 12 months a year, it seems, or 12 months a year, doesn't stop, and it's just constant soccer for everyone.
Constant soccer for everyone. Yep, that's what we love to do.
That's awesome. I love it.
Only dead periods between Christmas and New Year's.
Well, no one's working at that point, so of course.
True. If they say they're working, they're not.
All right.
Crossed in, nothing doing.
11 was trying to get his header on the ball just a little too low.
And he slips it to the outside. There's this pass in the middle, but waits for the chance.
Stopped.
I think we've reached the point where Spicy's just kind of force the ball and see what happens. But keeper is standing strong and not really being challenged.
Yeah, it looks like a tired fighter. You know what I mean? You're just kind of throwing punches, but it doesn't really have that full force behind it. I wonder if more of that's emotional than anything at this point. I mean, like, in all the time that you've been doing this, Nolan, and working with all the different teams that you do with Vidas, I mean, when you have a game where it's just so lopsided, like, how do you get through that? You know what I mean? To be down 4 goals, 5 goals in a single game, like, I don't even know how to compose myself.
Yeah, I think you take the same approach as if you're up 4 or 5 goals. It's we're out here playing. How can we use this as a learning experience? And there are ways for teams that are up by that much to learn too. Like, hey, let's try a player a different position they wouldn't normally. Let's try out a different formation, different style. You don't see the formation as much in 7v7, but it is the concept of, well, we're out here. We don't, a lot of these teams, not all these teams train. Some do, but most don't. So how can we turn into a kind of a practice for our team to build for the future? Otherwise you're kind of wasting game time.
Yeah, that makes sense. The whole idea of putting people in different positions and seeing what happens, just having science experiments. I really like that. Like I was in believe it or not, I did mock trial in college, which still surprises me. But we had points where when we knew a match was over, we would get people and try them in different spots. And we literally had a file for it. We called it the 4th trial scenario. So it was just like, all right, if everything's out of whack, we're going to get weird and here's some plans we got. So we would plan for emergencies like that. So like as a manager, I mean, do you have that kind of stuff then? You have something in your back pocket like, oh, here's something we haven't been able to do. I'm just going to throw this out there.
Yeah, you need a plan B. You can have the best players in the world, but there's always going to be a game where, best players in Philly. There's always going to be a game where you're not performing. And if you're always doing plan A all the time, eventually you're going to slip up. So it's always get something else in your back pocket, figure out a way to work things around. And, ultimately makes your team more versatile, makes it more dangerous. So
Colonial certainly dangerous today, as they've just been from the jump all over this one. I mean, maybe 2 goals in the first 2 minutes, it felt like. And they've been a runaway train ever since. So it's pretty much all about pride at this point, because it feels like the Icarus Cup's going to be in their trophy case sooner rather than later.
Yeah, well-deserved champions. I think they've been one of the top teams this weekend, if not in Division 1, but in everything. And, well-deserved.
And we got another cup winner over there on the left-hand side walking off the field there. Some really eccentric striped jerseys they got going on there. Didn't get to work with them today. Not sure what team that is. You know who that is, Nolan?
I do not. I know they beat Grapes in the final, but not sure who the opponent was.
All right. They're officially Mark Wahlberg's cousins getting the title. There we go. Helping up number 11. Some sportsmanship. You like to see that, especially in a game that's getting out of hand. Because, I mean, that's the thing that I feel like you tend to see the most is when a game's getting away, especially because it's a title game. Is the idea that it could get so physical. Guys are like, all right, well, we're losing, so I'm just going to start throwing elbows, and like it can get really nasty. But it doesn't seem to be that kind of game. Oh,
off the post.
I like that idea. Trying to do the dummy player going off to the side, and then all of a sudden the secondary player takes the chance there.
Well, don't forget, in this tournament, all the free kicks are indirect, so he doesn't have much of a choice.
Right.
If it was direct, it'd be a shooting gallery.
Certainly would be, which I don't mind. Give me all the goals, Nolan. I'm a simple American man, and I need 40 goals in each game to be satisfied.
Oh, yeah.
Spoken like a true guy that thinks American football is the top sport in the world.
Well, yeah, you know what the problem is? For example, soccer structure is infinitely better, and there's no doubt about it. Like all the different leagues and Champions Cup and the World Cup and all, like it's the NFL and football will never reach those levels. It's never going to happen. But that's the sport for me. That's my number one. I grew up in Eagles Die Hard. What can I do?
Yeah, no shame in being an Eagles Die Hard. I think with soccer, it's a world game, and there's very little barrier to start playing. You really just need a ball. People use sticks as goals, for sidelines.
It's the cheapest sport.
It is one of the cheapest sports. I think the swimming might be cheaper, but it depends if you have a lake around you. So it's very locational based.
True, but
or access to a pool.
Now, speaking of the international game, obviously we talked about the World Cup coming up in November of this year. Do you follow? Are you a diehard English Premier League team? Anything like that? Do you follow any of those leagues?
Yeah, I'm a Newcastle fan. I'll say it with the caveat that I've been Newcastle fan since 2015.
Well, you've been through the ups and downs. You finally back in the Premier League last year.
Not just joined after they got the large Saudi buyout.
Yeah.
It's been a long 7 years, but hopefully some more success in the next few seasons.
Yeah, my club is Chelsea, and they've been going through some turmoil, obviously, with what's going on with Abramovich having to sell the club.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that's very difficult to deal with, in mid-season. So
got to get some CASA players on those teams soon. And by the way, that is one of the nice things about CASA as well, is being able for it to be such a global game. You see all these people for over the couple of weeks that we've done broadcasts with you guys, to see people who are, someone said for a previous match, they're from Pakistan, for example. And it's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, they can pop into this league and everybody knows how to play. And it's just like your accessibility when you talk about the neighborhood cup and getting people together, that networking and sense of community, it's just easier to build that because soccer is such a universal language. And to see that in Philly like this is just, it's really great.
Yeah, totally. And it, like I said, it's a world game and pretty much anyone can pick it up, but it is interesting to see the, separate cultures, separate styles of play too. The way somebody plays in one continent may be completely different from how they play in another. It is the same game, but it's what makes it stronger. Not everybody plays the same way. So
not even just from continent to continent. I mean, look at
country to country.
Yeah, Italy plays a different game than Spain. England and Spain play a totally different style of game out there. That's why the best players in the world go over there. It's incredible.
And it's a shame that they're all going to lose to the U.S. in the World Cup because Nolan made that prediction earlier. Said bet your house on it.
I said out of the group stage, maybe.
Are you excited it's coming to Philly in 2026?
Yeah, I am. And it really defines what are we going to do the next 4 years to get ready for it.
Yeah.
There's a ton of marketing space, a ton of league growth to be had, and I'm looking forward to kind of being, for CASA to be the premier soccer in Philadelphia leading up to the World Cup. I think it's to be huge to have, I know they have talks of good opportunity. Talks of maybe a quarterfinal game being on July 4th in 2026. That'd be great. I mean, I'd kill just for any group game. So I'm happy that Philly got the bid, and should be a great way to showcase our city.
No doubt. It's going to be really crazy coming up because, I mean, you're talking about all these. So 2026, I mean, every professional league is looking to get a piece of Philadelphia, and Philly wants a piece of them. With the idea being MLB All-Star Game, NBA All-Star Game, like everybody's major events that can be moved to that city.
Yep.
Philly wants them all. So World Cup is going to be a part of just the craziest year of sports you will ever see in your life. And it's going to be fun to be a part of that in whatever way we can.
100%.
I appreciate Meatball's efforts still. They're really at least trying to cut into the league in some capacity. Fortunately, the header was a little soft and the keeper saw it all the way.
Good save.
If they were going to score just as you said that would have been a nice jinx there.
Nice little jinx by me. Exactly what I am here to do.
Figure we're getting towards the twilight of this second half here and the twilight of the broadcast. Game got started, around 3:45? You want to say?
I was looking for that player on Elite FC, so I'll turn to you.
Oh, you were doing some Facebook stalking, Bill Kornfeld.
That's right. I was actually going
to
message Barchard, figure out where we're at here.
Oh, okay. Well, John, if you want to give us a time check there back in the producer's booth, if you got it. Either way, a couple minutes here. As you can see on the scoreboard, Colonial FC has been all over this one. Taking home the hardware is just a matter of time. Appreciate you being along on the ride for us. Whether you're watching YouTube, Facebook, because that one goes out of the stadium. That was number 4.
Sales
number 8.
Oh,
his 4th. Okay.
Yeah,
the 4th ball that's gone into.
We've seen 4 balls clear the stadium today. No one's hit us. We got through 4 games being in this end zone view right behind the net where you were worried. You even tried to call me. Nolan tried to call me the other day to be like, hey, we think you guys might get hit by a soccer ball. Do you actually want to be here? And I was like, yes, we do. This is exactly where we want to be. We've gotten lucky so far, but there's still time left.
Oh, what a
shot on
save. 14 just squaring himself up and tracking that ball perfectly.
A little gentle roll out there.
About 17 minutes into the 17th minute, I should say.
Okay. Gotten a lot cooler outside, which is nice.
Yeah, I still regret my jeans.
Yeah, Bill's been wearing jeans all day.
That's rough. It's a rough day
Terrible
for
to see.
that.
Well, I wanted to kind of look professional for you. This is my first time being here. I didn't know what the dress code was, so I wanted to look nice for you guys.
No, totally understood. Khakis are fine for next time. Khaki shorts.
Noted.
Yep. And by the way, Nolan, while you're here, can you help us solve a debate we've been having throughout the broadcast today?
Okay.
So have you seen the new Batman movie?
Oh, God.
I have not. No.
Oh, man, I tried. I thought it was okay. It's a movie that exists. I wouldn't say a whole lot more.
I wouldn't say I'm the metric to see who's seen what movies. I've probably seen about 40 movies in my lifetime, and half of them are probably Christmas or kid related. So
Okay. Lion King fan.
yeah.
Yeah.
Our cameraman, Taylor, audibly groaned when Nolan said he's only seen 40 movies. I heard an over there. So what would you say is your favorite movie then, Nolan, out of the 40 you've seen? Do you have a favorite?
That's tough. I have to say Inception.
Inception.
I think it
Okay.
blows the mind.
All right. Yeah, that's a mind bender for sure. It's a fun one. I haven't seen that in a while, but that was exciting movies. Meatballs. Tried to tap something in there, couldn't get a hold of it. And I heard a whistle, but I don't know if that was the whistle. Also, did the ref change shirts between halves? Did I miss this?
No, he's been wearing blue this
He's
whole
wearing
time.
blue the whole time. I guess the game just got so out of hand so quickly. I lost that detail. I was like, wow, he's changing uniforms in the middle.
Now,
of the game.
actually,
He's gotta
speaking
be
of that,
sweating.
he's wearing the most professional looking shirt I've seen. Is he from a professional network of referees, or is he just part of CASA network and just happens to be wearing that shirt today?
I'm not sure actually.
Yeah.
There's very different kinds of ref jerseys. You have on the right, it's one that some of the CASA refs are created, but then you have some traditional ones as well. So
He's actually just someone off the street.
Oh, my
happens to be
goodness.
Standing there. There's another goal. Oh my God. All right. Bill has a chance at 10 here, right?
We were probably at 8 or 9 at this point.
Oh,
Nope,
and
and they
that
were
will
just
do
going to
it.
call it.
They
Was that a
will-
mercy rule, or would they just find out you think there's no mercy rule in CASA?
no, there's
so
no
that
mercy
we
rule,
reached full
no.
time.
All right. Well, that'll do it, folks, as Colonial FC just absolutely dominates that match over the Spicy Meatballs, despite my Italian heart rooting for the Spicy Meatballs. It was not meant to be. And so they shake hands at midfield as Colonial FC wins this one, I believe 7-2, if I have the final score right. And they are your Icarus Cup Division I men's champions. So as they go shake hands and clear everything up down there, title will be presented very shortly over to them. Bill Kornfeld is headed downstairs. So we'll be conducting some interviews with somebody from Colonial in just a minute. There goes Charlie, tournament coordinator. What'd you say about the job Charlie's done today, Nolan, and really over this weekend?
It's not even this weekend. It's been the last 9 months. Charlie's done an incredible job. And I think, we had a vision of what the tournament was going to look like 9 months ago, and I think he's fulfilled it. So congrats to Charlie. And now hopefully he can have a nice time off.
Yeah, time off indeed is definitely something he's going to want. You can see the sweat coming through the back. He played today. I know he's been playing some games in addition to coordinating this whole tournament, which is just crazy to me, but good for him.
Yeah, I think it's tough to coordinate a tournament and watch it and not be able to play in it. A lot of the volunteers did as well. Something we have to work around. But we're out here because we love the game, and Charlie's not any exception to that.
Yeah, you could definitely see the passion. I mean, meeting Charlie a couple of days ago and just talking to him about everything, he was really geeked up about everything. And honestly, the way it's played out, you all should be, because to see all these games again executed the way they've been, handed titles out all over the place, it's just been a big, busy couple of days. And for us to be a part of this today, doing 4 different games and concluding it here in just a couple of minutes, it's just been a lot of fun to be here for the ride. And I would figure everybody that's come here has had a great time too.
Yeah, I'm glad you all enjoyed yourselves. When the next one is for sure.
Yeah, let us know. We'll be happy to show up. We'll see. Who's commentating in the booth. Bill got to join us today. John's actually back at home. He's engineering things from his house today. watching the kids. So good work by John. Thank you for that. He's had to deal with my terrible jokes. I've had a lot of bad lines today. I mean, just some real cringeworthy, like kick me off the show kind of stuff. So I'm glad you missed those.
Someone needs to have the bad lines to make the good lines better.
There you go. See? There we go. I needed that. Thank you, Nolan. Thank you. So, all right. Cup goes up. We have some celebration there, some clapping. And looks like our cameraman, Tim, who's got a great bucket hat that matches his shirt, by the way. Phenomenal outfit from Tim. Nice hustle off the field from Tim. And we got somebody coming over from Colonial who's going to talk. Oh, looks like you got the MVP here. And Bill's shaking hands, so we'll have Andy from what I heard.
Yep, Andy from Agic from Colonial SC.
All right, we'll go down to Bill on the field.
Okay. All right, Vince, I am with the MVP, Andy. That was just an absolutely dominating performance. Take us through it.
I mean, the boys were buzzing today. You know, we were just saucing it around. It was good to be out there. We had a nice rhythm today, so nothing could really stop us. We had really good communication across the board. So.
Yeah, it seemed like you guys were really heavy on the counter attack. Obviously, in sevens, it's a little bit more open, a little bit more fast paced. Was that the strategy today? Just take as much as you can on the counter and just go from there.
Absolutely, yeah. We just wanted to pack it in. You know, just absorb any sort of pressure that they had, and as long as we could break it, and we did pretty well all day today.
You're the MVP. How's it feel?
It's great. You know, it's more of a team thing, but I appreciate it.
Right up there, that camera right there. I know the sun's a little in the way, but that's all right. Congratulations, sir, and good luck with that.
Hey, thank you so much.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's Bill down on the field, and it's a really cool MVP trophy, if I do say. I mean, that's a pretty cool thing to have on the dresser at home or wherever you put it.
Yeah, it's designed after Icarus, the Greek legend. So
very cool. All right. Well, Bill's going to be back up in just a moment, but Nolan, we're going to be wrapping this up as well. So any final parts for the people listening before we close things up here?
No, again, thanks for everyone who came out and listened to the broadcast, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Well, yeah, it's been a lot of fun, folks. We've had 4 action-packed games here. It's been about 3 hours long hanging out at Vidas Park here at Drexel University. We saw Vidas win a game, so home field advantage. It was rigged, and I'm just letting Nolan now to his face. It was completely rigged. Okay, it wasn't. But so it's been a lot of fun today. We appreciate everybody that's been tuning in over the course of the broadcast. Also want to say thanks to our team that made this all possible today. Taylor Cradatis, John Barchard, Bill Kornfeld, who's going to be walking back in the booth here, Tim McCall, Nolan popping in here, Nolan Bear from CASA, and you for watching at home. So thanks so much, everybody, for sticking with us today. And you take care of yourselves. We'll talk to you soon.